In my house, Zog, Schlog, Dog. Poetry in my rhymes. You can't count the times I'm able to rhyme in a single sentence when I am just goated. Absolutely goated. Okay? I have a wonderful widow's peak. I look like a founding father if he actually looked good. Do you see the resemblance? Let me pull something up. Let me pull something up here. Okay? Now, some may argue that I, in fact, do not look like this. And they would be correct. They would be very, very, very correct. Because I, in fact, do not. However, there is no denying that I do not look similar and yet better than the image I am about to bless your eyes with, although not as blessed as me in my beautiful face. I am basically the epitome of this creature. Do you see the resemblance? Wait, hold on. Let me, like, copy its expression. That is literally me, except I did it better. I did it better. Chat, never catch me. Dude, y'all are never gonna catch me dressing up like a founding father, because I dress better. I dress better. Today's an exception, because instead of showering at night or in the morning, I showered in the afternoon. That's an exception, but look. First off, my hairline's better. You know, my hairline is better, first off, because it doesn't go so far back, receding right here. But you see the parallels. And see, we've got this thing, too, which I don't know why this thing is here. But you know what? It's cool. It's cool. You know, it's anime character. Anime character. God, how much freaking anime. Which one? I don't know. And the thing is, you don't need to know. You don't need to know. Because I am my own anime. Okay? You know when people ask you and they're like, you know, if your life was an anime, what anime would you be in? Like, what kind of anime would you have and stuff? You know? And of course, you know, we're constrained by life in general. We can't really do fantasy, but we can. Like, you know, imagine you had the option to. If that's an option, you know, always consider it as an option, even if it's not possible. Because, like, sci-fi probably isn't too possible for most of us. I would be psychological fantasy. What did it? Oh, interesting. Hold on. I didn't know my camera did that. It goes from, like, cold when I take my finger off of it to warm. Watch this. So watch where my head is right here. I'm gonna cover this. See how it gets warmer? That's so weird. Alright, where the heck does this hair go? I can't tell. It goes there now. It's going to slowly make its way back into my... Yep, see... It's going to slowly make its way back into my face. But that's okay. That's okay. Look at it. It makes me look like I'm kind of bald sometimes. It's not a biggie. It's not a biggie. I have what is called a honey bun. This is a little Debbie honey bun dip, bro. I don't know what's going on. I have not been getting the off-brand ones for a while now. I don't know if my family came into a lottery ticket or something, but I'm getting the good shit. I'm getting the good stuff, not the other stuff. That would be kind of odd now that I think about it, wouldn't it? So, we have that working for us. Now, y'all might be asking, you know, what are we doing today? What's going on today? You know, the thing that I sent out, you know, it's pretty vague, you know, but the biggest thing is I have looked up in every single video I have seen where it's like beginner to pro, like Necro on Hyperion, like, you know, everything. Oh my god, I just threw my headphones. Everything like that. They always mention one thing in particular. And it's capitalism, of course, but they also mentioned something else, and that is the crystal hollows. Now, usually I would think that's just, you know, an amethyst that's really hollow on the inside, but I'm not stupid most of the time, and I know that's a place in Hypixel Skyblock. So what do when you know that's a place? You try to set your bad lying client up to load it up, and it says it's running, but it's not running. It is definitely not running. There it goes. Now it's running, and it's really laggy. Really laggy. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoder preset. No, I'm not doing that. Look, you have Alex staring at you ominously. Oh, well, the chat's covering it now. The chat's covering it now. So we are going to get quite literally straight into it because commissions take a long freaking time. And honestly, we're probably going to have to get a better pickaxe at some point, although I haven't found too much about the type of pickaxe to get, so I think we should just go up the ladder with what they have in, like, the other place I got my current pickaxe from, which is the mithril ones, and just get the better one. When we can. Although you need a bejeweled handle, and you get those from Ice Walkers, which I don't think I have any of those. So, let me just get situated here really quick. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna just go ahead and, you know, make the camera just a little bit smaller because yes, it is fun to talk and it is fun with the body language, but you know, we're kind of here for Minecraft, and you know that's pretty important, chat. So that's kind of important. Let me make sure it says I'm streaming Minecraft. Yes, it does. Alrighty, so let's get started, shall we? I saw, well, besides all these idiots joining my lobby, there was this thing I should have claimed. Perhaps this guy can give me it. I keep thinking this is just like some really, I can't say that word, can I? Some really type of NPC where it has like has like gloves and like its shoulders exposed. Basically, poles and dancing is what I'm going with that. Anyways, mystery dust delivery. I can get this? Claimed 5 mystery dust. Those look like diamonds to me, but I don't know. Maybe I am a really stupid person. I don't know. You know, I haven't really seen this whole lobby too much. I just blaze on past it because I don't care. I just go straight to here every time. I haven't even checked out. They have an SMP on Skyblock? Also, ignore the ad in the background. It'll be back. It'll be gone, not back. Well, yeah, it'll probably be back. Disasters. Prototype game. From a zombie apocalypse to meteor showers. Work alone or with friends to survive. Bro, when did they add natural disaster survival island into freaking Hypixel? What? me when I don't have enough money to afford a Roblox account. The balloon and what is it? Natural disaster survival. That is what it is. And nobody can convince me otherwise, honestly. But, you know, it's a good game. It's a good game. So, you know, I don't blame them. It's a good game, you know. Good game. We have, just like yesterday, this unopenable canister that I actually opened earlier, which I probably won't be able to open again. But it is full of water, and we are probably going to drink it all very, 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 very fast. Dang, that is good water. Dude, I don't know why. I think I'm a freaking plant or something. Gosh, the lag is kind of crazy. I think it's because of all the 9,802 materials stashed away. I earned 20,000 coins. What the heck am I doing here, bro? Oh my god, there's an egg. Hold up. Me, because I'm a stupid child that just collects eggs all the time. I would like this rabbit, please. You know, this reminds me of Blue Kit a lot. Have you guys played Blue Kit before? I got Tiki, Grants. What? Click to open my chocolate factory. I'm every single one of them is quite literally fine. Oh, I don't have my barn upgraded. Well, let's upgrade our barn capacity. There's just a few rabbits we can have in our barn. As you can see in the bottom left, we don't have very many rabbits already. They are good at multiplying though, so hopefully this gives them enough space to get freaky. Although, I don't think anybody in this should get kind of freaky because they're all family members. What is this? I caught a badger? So those are a type of bunny, are they not? Or no, well, it's a badger, like a badger, I assume. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. I don't have enough chocolate. Okay, rabbit hitman. What? Yeah, sure. I will purchase whatever. Yeah, sounds good. Chocolate production, chocolate factory. Uh-huh. Rewards chocolate production. Dude, this is literally like a freaking Roblox tycoon. Prestige? Bro, you mean rebirth? That's the term I'm more familiar with. Remember, I always do this. Turn off battery saver mode. Perfection. I always use my phone to see the chat. And so then I always gotta make sure I turn off my battery saver mode. Otherwise, I will not have a chat to look at. Because my phone will time out. Because it's an iPhone. And no hate to all the iPhone holders. They're just good and then they're very bad. Like, depending on what kind of iPhone you have and how long you have it, they either last for forever or they don't last for forever. I've had the experience of having an Android and an iPhone, and honestly, I like my Android a lot, but I just like the shape of the iPhones too. You know, there's different preferences. So we have 4.8 million coins in our account. Now, what we're gonna do is, I believe we have a pet. The pet armadillo, which is good for mining, but let me make sure there's nothing here that we should get. However, I do have something that we should get really quick, and that is here. Let's go ahead and drink 2 cases of beer. Yum, yum, yum. I love me some beer. And it is raining. It is raining very heavily. I love... Chat, if you ever have to drink alcohol, just remember I inspired it, okay? Enchanted cactus grain. I really thought that was biofuel. The freaking stuff that fuels, like, the manure maker or whatever. I have a pet Enderman? Oh my gosh, I did not realize. Well, I might as well add that to my pet menu. I don't... When did I get that? Anyways. It's kind of fun. Oh, man, okay. I'm getting kind of distracted sometimes. Kind of. I'm totally getting distracted. Why do I have a raffle ticket in here? How the hell? Fierce adaptive helmet. Efficient training. Oh, this is my catacomb stuff. Okay. Yeah. Raise your yacht. Honestly, I think... I'm, like, genuinely thinking in my head right now, like, really intensely about what I should take with me. Because I really need to rename that. That is not going to be very good. Not going to be very good. Oh. Increases your underwater mining? Oh, the mineral armor that I have. That's what I need. That's what I need. That's what I need. Okay, yeah. Alright, I was right. There is something I always use. It's mineral armor, mineral boots. I think I just have 2 of the set though. I'm pretty sure I don't have more than that. So hold on, let me just go ahead and, you know, put on my suit of armor. Because, you know, you just gotta do that sometimes, I guess. Now remember, the mineral armor was pretty expensive. I don't think it's anywhere. Oh, can I open up my ender chest? It seems I'm having issues with my ender chest recently. It doesn't really have anything interesting in it anyway, so I mean, that's not really an issue. But it would be kind of nice to have it, you know? Hello, Omega. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. You got any news? Withdraw 20%. I don't know if that'll be enough to cover any mineral armor, but we'll see. We shall see. Alright. Auction. Mineral. Glossy mineral chestplate. I don't need anything glossy. Yeah, that's a little expensive. We're gonna need to go to the lowest price up. Thanks. Alright, here you go. Here's the... Oh my gosh. 4.2 million coins? It does give a good mining spread. It really does. Dang. Gosh, that's expensive. Really expensive. My bad for missing yesterday's stream. You good, man? You good? I'm happy that you're here for this stream, man. It is lovely to see you. We are going to be actually productive today, too, so it's actually a good stream to pop on by. Let me think. Where can this find Crystal Hollows, this pet? Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. Look at it. It's so freaking cute, bro. I love this thing. Oh, am I supposed to go to this one? Oh, I'm supposed to hit the W key for this one. Okay, that's unique. I keep thinking I'm the rat, and I have to, like, use my hotbar to make it go faster. So, look at it walking toward me. God, I love this thing. I love this thing. Alrighty, we're gonna visit Portal just because it's a bit easier to get to, what do I need? Where am I going? 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 Dwarven Mines. Yes. Oh, no, I need the cakes. Wait, no, I don't. I did it yesterday. We're fine. I mean, I might have sold yesterday, but it's fine because it's almost the end of the school year. This is true. What is this layout? What the what? Oh. It is true. It is good that it's the end of the school year for sure. Did you do anything? Did something like crazy happen, or was it just like something that was like unfortunate? I have a bandaged mithril pickaxe, bejeweled handle, enchanted gold, enchanted mithril. You know what? Hold on. Actually, let me write this down really quick. Hold up. What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? Oh. I have a Captain Hook sticker. And a Captain Hook. A lot of Captain Hook. Oh, and tarot cards. And a Walmart gift card for $5. Where's a writing utensil? Oh my god, they're right in front of my face. They are right in front of my face, dude. Hold on. That is a drawing pin. Yeah, my luck is not quite so great when it comes to this, huh? Hold on, wait. Ah! Let's see. We've got Lippin. You can also do /visit, and visit 2, 3, and 4. Ah, interesting. That's good to know. Well, remember that one girl? Yes. I do. Something happened with her? I'm getting a binder really quick so I can write down what I need to write down. Oh wait, that's not what I need. I need 64. Oh, a fallen star. I was like, bro, what is collapsing in this mine right now? I was like, bro, I'm literally just here to get to the crystal hollows. I don't need that mine. Just please don't break on me right now. Bejeweled handle. I need to turn off end game music. I am not spelling things very nice. Enchant gold 32. Alright, nice. That's everything they need. That's everything we need. One of their friends asked me about it again, and I said, I don't know, like 50 quintillion times? So, yeah. Really? I wonder why they were asking so much. There we go. God. Those music's colliding were crazy. But they also made me rethink everything, because they just said to one of their other friends, he looks so lonely, while pointing at me, and I'm talking about the friend of the original girl. Damn, why the fuck would they say that, bro? Yeah, no, that seems like a bitchy move, honestly. I hate it when people do that. Like, bro, just let people do their own fucking thing. Like, gang, why are we hating so much? Damn. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You don't deserve that, no. Hopefully, does not seem like a very mature thing at all. It's only 320k. Damn. Nice, nice. And I also need, what else do I need? Yes. Hello, wait, Omega lore summarize, please. Yesterday, he sold one of the girl's friends asked him about it again, and he said, I don't know. And they also, the friends of the original girl were like pointing at him and saying he was lonely and stuff, just kind of like not very chill things. I mean, I did just have the one face where there's like nothing there, so I just looked like I was mewing or something. Hey, that's the best thing you can do, man. I do that shit too all the freaking time. School's just so freaking lame, dude. Like, I don't know how to describe it. The people are lame, the work is lame. Like, I'm not saying that school's bad. I'm just saying typically the people suck, and typically the work is useless, but it's also good to know some of it, you know? Damn, so freaking good. I love water. And it's the same girl I told you that also said he looks scary or whatever, so I don't know, they might just have a hatred or something. Who does that, Elmo? That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, he looks scary or whatever. It gives the vibe of, like... See, I've heard that before with, like, people who are, like, acquaintanced with. Like, people... I've overheard conversations of people who've said stuff like that. And it's just, like... You know... Why say shit, you know? Like, just, I don't know, just move on. If somebody is like, you know, oh, I don't really want to, you know, I don't really want to, you know, date this person, or I don't really want to get to know this person, or I don't even want to be around this person, just like, I don't know, just like, remove yourself from the situation. Like, I fear there's a simple thing, you know? Respect your peers. Exactly! Like, there's a level, you know, where it can be like society always dictates, you know, what's, I'm speaking really general here, but it does have a bit of like, you know, a thing of like, you know, sometimes people are like, oh, well, you know, some things are justified because of blah 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 and blah blah blah, and I'm like, you know what, that's y'all, but like, I don't know, it's, that's definitely not, because what the hell, man. It's fucked up. Fucking hate that shit. People need to low-key lock in, I swear. They're being bitches. From what I'm hearing, though. I have a very, perspective from just what I've heard. But from what I've heard, I've seen stuff like that happen in my school, and it's usually not from a very good perspective. Either way, it is not a necessarily positive thing, is what I'm saying. Yes. My neighbor is in 6th grade, and they have someone in their phone contacts named Babe. You're in 6th grade, slow down. Bro, 6th grade? Jeez! I'm not judging, but I might be low-key judging, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That just... Wow, that just... That just puts it really into perspective. Wow. Damn. That's so much. It wasn't the girl I like that said that, but one of their friends that said that. I could just do with the sacred treasure I summon next time they say something. Yes, I think you should. And, you know... I mean, it kind of depends on the person, but their friends usually are, you know, like, a pretty big indicator of how they feel, you know? Like, especially when it comes to situations like that, a lot of times... Excuse me. Wow, that was a cool burp, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times when their friends are saying that stuff, a lot of times it's the whole friend group who collectively agrees like that. Other It's either that, or usually the people who don't feel like that are just kind of quiet, and they don't really say much. Speaking as somebody who's kind of, like, experienced, like, overhearing these conversations and people, like, trying to drag me into it, and I'm like, gang, what are we doing? Like, bro's seen this guy for, like, 2 minutes, and is like, I hate him! He's so weird! And I'm like, gang, this is some random-ass guy who, like, hasn't even looked at you. Like, let's slow down here. Is this real? Like, we got anything, like... Oh, wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, you know... You good, you good. I got this tuna rice ball, and the label Sat C Chicken. Deaf or direct transition? Sorry I wasn't at last stream. I was making a stupid Unblocked Games website with your brother. Hell yeah, man! That sounds sick! He isn't usually that nice, so gotta take advantage, you know. Yeah, hell yeah. That was me yesterday with my parents. They were like, hey, you wanna come with us into, the city nearby? And nearby, I say, it's like literally, like, at least, like, 30, 45, maybe even an hour, a minute away. I don't know. I don't really keep track of it. And I was like, yeah, let's go! And then she taught me about reselling. Freaking drafted me into the war of reselling on eBay. And now I know how to do it. And then it's a cool thing to know, but I wouldn't say I'm quite into it too much. Wait, why should I go for girls when I could go for men? Just kidding, just kidding. Honestly... not a bad strategy. That's what a lot of... Now you see, this actually isn't too bad of a strategy because you see, a lot of people do that type shit. You know, a lot of people... I thought I just did that with my pickaxe, but no, I did that with my, whatever it's called. Is there a freaking egg behind this guy? Mama, an egg behind you. What? Okay, I definitely didn't collect that, but okay. Rude. Rude as... Never mind. Never mind. I'm always here, Omega, if you want. Alright, Banana Soup, I feel like, honestly, every single time you see somebody in the chat who vaguely might resemble somebody of the male gender, he's always like, you know, guys, I just so happen to like men. Like, for... It's funny as hell, honestly. Funny as hell. Freaking people in my grade do the same fucking shit, bro. People, freaking, that's just, like, hold on, oh my god, I can't speak. Like, freaking, I feel like this whole generation in general, we're all just woke. You know? Never mind. I had something funny, but then I thought about it. And it had to do with a teacher I know. And her name. Is there a raffle going on? Hello? Chat. They're always sitting at this table all day, every day. Okay. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I've got to go do some commissions. Okay, Ternora? I've got to do commissions. This guy is always the king when I come here. I've got to slay 20 golems on the goblin right event. Ugh. Yuck. And I've got to mine 250 mithril ore in the cliffside veins. That is so freaking much. Okay, so I need to go to cliffside. I have 4 unclaimed rewards. Oh, well. Well, don't mind if I do. Shows the way toward the nearest emissary while in the dwarven mines. What is an emissary? Hold up. Where? You claimed a royal compass? This ability's on cooldown? Well, I don't see the freaking emissary. Oh. Then I assume it means, like, king or something? Okay, I'm a little confused. The thing is, I'm not even gay. The whole grade thinks I am. Real. I'm gonna be back in a little bit, probably 5 minutes, because my throat is actually killing me and I need water. Yeah, man, go get some water. And if it's, like, sore throat, make sure to get the room temp. Not the cold ones. Perfect excuse for someone thinks I have a crush on someone. Exactly. But it's all over, bro. It's all over if it's all over when the men start catching on to you. The women at my school have. It's horrifying. You'll have people who think you're gay coming up to you and they'll be like, "So I heard you're gay." And then you'll be like, "No, I swear I'm not." But secretly, little did you know the entire time everybody had guessed it before you turned. They knew before you were. And the cycle starts. I'm just kidding. But seriously though, it's like that for a while, and then people catch on. Specifically the people. That's not a hot take, but okay, girly, just go ahead and keep doing it, I guess. What the heck was that? Oh, a fallen star. Dude, I always get stressed out when I hear that thing. I'm like, bro, what is that? It's just freaking, what is this? Who are you? You maybe need a new torch, something bigger, perhaps a lantern? It's not even dark. Why the hell would I need this? Sorry, that was really hateful. I should chill out. Who are you? Magical? No, gemstones have magical properties. It can be applied to some special items. There are 12 different. Okay, that's way too boring for me. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. Okay, I need to go to the cliffside veins. Cliffside veins. I would probably respond with a "I'm not gay" with "You're hot, but you're hot, baddie for real." That's the perfect response. Stealing that. I'm not gay, but you're hot. Baddie for real. Oh wait, a fallen star did poop here. I'm in lava! What? I'm lagging! I can't even exit, bruh. What is this? Every time I catch on fire, all I can think of is, no, my armor durability. But then I remember, oh wait, I'm playing Hypixel freaking Skyblock. I don't have to worry about that. Alright. Alright, gang. Where's the fallen star at? Oh, this is Cliffside Veins. TNT. Can I light this on fire? Oh my god. That's actually genuinely kind of scared me. Like, it genuinely scared me, bro. Oh my god. So, I can just mine this forever. Yeah. Look. It's pretty fast. I say I'm literally freaking doing this at, like, the speed of, like, a freaking sloth. I don't know. Sloths are really slow, but there's something slower, and it's like a Galapagos tortoise or something along those lines. Have y'all ever heard of Charles Darwin? Fun fact. He came up with the theory of evolution. Like, the fact that humans, like, evolved from, like, I don't know, monkeys, orangutans, chimpanzees, like, something like that. I think people usually say monkeys, right? But anyways, I digress. He basically came up with that. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? I'm really fried. You know, I'm gonna find... Is this mithril? Yes, this is mithril. Also, my armadillo's here. I keep forgetting that it's here. Is there a better pet I could be using? Also, not the bumblebees, because they're buzz. Rat. So it's literally just, hold on. Rock. Yes. Armadillo seems to be the best. Yep, Armadillo's the best. How many 8-year-olds do you think are in this chat? Honestly, I hope the number is 0. Below 0 would be preferred, but that's, like, not even possible. If there's 1, please click off of my video. I sometimes curse, and I do not want to expose any children to that. And it is a work in progress. You know, it's like when somebody is, like, addicted to Red Bull forever. I know, like, multiple people who are addicted to, like, energy drinks like Red Bull and, like, Celsius and stuff. I don't like soda because of, like, the carbonation. But it's like that, except, you know, it's not energy drinks because it's, cursing. Because everybody I know curses. And so does my mother. Like a sailor. Like a sailor. Why? I don't know. There's not really an appeal to it. It's just like, it naturally just becomes your vocabulary when a lot of people use it around you, you know? It's like an infectious disease. Isn't that like 3rd grade? I really hope not. That would, God, that would make me feel really old. 9 years ago. Back in my day, we just called it 3rd grade. We didn't go by age. We just decided what grade we'd be in because they told us we could skip. But I never skipped a grade because I had to go to that stupid little Spanish thing and also do calculus, and I couldn't skip no grade for that. No, sir. No, sir. We had to go and do it every year. Gosh, I remember my school. I'm freaking, God, every time I think of that elementary school, all I keep going back to is the freaking fight ring I had, bro. And then I'd rally, like, a group of people to go chase after guys that would, like, try to talk to me at recess. I'd be like, yo, jump this guy. I had, like, a whole gang and everything. It was great. I was like, you don't talk to me without asking permission. I was like, I don't know, like a king, queen, or something. I was like the ruler of, like, an empire, bro. It was so good. Damn. I really peaked in elementary school. I really did. I've never really been that straight A kid. Isn't Ender, like, confirmed 8-year-old? I think he said he was, like, 12. Hello? I love it when people do that. Like, why is bro looking at me? Bro just sat there and went, like, hello, may I help you? May I help you with my very limited amount of money? My poor armadillo that's only like level 59. Actually, it's level 59. Interesting. I wasn't expecting my armadillo to actually be that high of a level. I just checked it. You know, low-key, sometimes y'all ever look at people your age and you're like, oh, well, you know, I'm not, you know, ahead of, like, an age group in, like, you know, maturity or, you know, plans or anything in any other way, or, like, behind. It goes, like, reverse ways. And then you look at people your age and you're like, wow, these people are stupid as hell. Because low-key, I swear I do that now on, like, a weekly basis, you know? Like, once every week I have that kind of urethra moment where it's just kind of like, why the heck are people my age this stupid? Like, chat, we're going into college. Like, why are we still fighting over girlfriends and beating people up and getting it down during the school play in the bathroom? Like, I don't feel like we should be doing that, chat, but that's just me. That's just me. It's kind of weird, you know, especially during a school play that's, like, you know, child friendly and stuff. But I mean, what do I know? What do I know? Freaking, oh my gosh. That situation that happened on last week that was like my freaking teacher saying all this stuff to that one boy about how if she had a daughter his age, she'd let her date her or something. I was like, dang, what? But freaking those types of things have been so, like, numerous recently. Like, there have been just so many stupid things going on at my school, and I don't know why, because it's just so random. It's so random. Oh, look at this guy, he's really happy. Yeah, you can take the uranium, titanium. Oh yeah, you already did. All right, let me see if I can find some more for this guy. But freaking gosh, it's just people are so stupid, bro. Oh my god. I don't even know where to start. I'm trying to really, where do I start? I have like a whole list and everything. It's crazy. this feels too specific. Did this actually happen? So, yes. So, literally, like, less than a week ago, I was in my AP government class. I have a bad habit of just interrupting myself and going into silence. And we just basically talk about, like, you know, government and, you know, policies and all that type of stuff, you know. Which is, you know, it's kind of important, what I have to say. And my teacher, she's pretty stern, you know. She's really funny, but she also is pretty stern, and, you know, she does a lot of lectures, very college-style class, but it can be really tough to listen to her sometimes, just because it's a morning class, and, you know, it's just really hard to listen in the mornings. So, there's, like, so, let me show you guys how this looks. The class is set up, so, like, this is the back of the class, and the teacher is right here, okay? I sit back in the middle, like, in the back of the class, in the middle of the class with some other people that I know, more kind of like introverts. I'm like an ambivert, omnivert, I don't know, whichever one is like, it changes whenever, I don't freaking know. And then right by her desk over here are a bunch of kids that kind of goof off, and one of them in specific, he was goofing off that day. We were all working on an assignment, and he was goofing off, being really loud, laughing and stuff. And the teacher looks over at him, and I'm kind of paraphrasing this, which is why it might be a bit different from what I said yesterday. But pretty much tells him, like, hey, you need to get to work, you know, you need to do your stuff. So, you know, he keeps working on his assignment, blah, blah, blah. And then he pretty much is about to ready to submit it. And he's been pretty respectful to the teacher, you know, yes, ma'am, thank you, please, all that stuff, all that type of stuff. And all of a sudden, you know, he starts goofing off again, doing his thing, because, you know, it just happens quite often. And the teacher gets on his case again, although she's a little bit more, you know, frustrated now, a little bit more annoyed, pretty much. And she's like, hey, you know, do your assignment, stop goofing off, stop talking, you know, you need to get this done. And he said, sorry, ma'am, I'm turning it in right now, ma'am, and, you know, all that stuff. But you can know when somebody is, like, respectful to a teacher, but you can tell there's, like, a hint of sarcasm in there. You could tell there was a hint of sarcasm in his, like, in his voice. He was kind of making fun of her a little bit, is kind of, you know, like, how I would describe it. Although I wasn't sure if he was making fun of her, or he was just, you know, finding it funny. Probably just finding it funny. That's what a lot of kids my age do. They don't even mean to disrespect. They just find stuff funny. But yeah, she gets all up and, you know, she gets, you know, pretty frustrated. And she starts kind of being like, hey, you know, that's not really chill, you know. You sound like you're respectful, but you don't really seem to. You're inconsiderate, you're rude, blah, blah, blah. She kind of just goes off. Now, of course, you know, there are teachers that, you know, they go off pretty frequently. You know, they go off pretty frequently. They get into arguments with their kids, their students, you know, stuff like that. She's not the type to get into an argument very often. So honestly, I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh, you know, kind of rare moment for my teacher where she is actually, you know, kind of frustrated and not taking, you know, all of the bull that all of the students are giving her. So yeah, she starts going off and stuff, just talking about how inconsiderate he is and stuff, and, you know, how his friends and his teachers probably don't like him and whatever. But it's kind of in also, like, a joking way. Like, she doesn't do it in, like, a screaming way. She does it in, like, how people describe psychopath, like, you know, really calm but angry way. Which honestly was kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. She kind of scared all of us, to be honest. We all were kind of just silent listening to this, but we're all just kind of like, whatever, teacher thing, you know? So she keeps talking, and we're all just kind of doing our thing, you know, and we're, like, just silent, but, you know, we're still working. We're still at least getting our stuff done. But then all of a sudden, after a few bit of back and forth, she launches into this really weird thing where she starts talking about him and relationships, and how if he had a girlfriend, she would not like him, and he's very inconsiderate, and he would never say what he actually, you know, feels to his girlfriend and stuff. And all of us are just sitting there like, where the hell did this come from? Because literally out of nowhere, dude, like, she just starts attacking him. And the thing is the second she said anything about, like, you know, a couple or a girlfriend, everybody went silent. And I mean dead silent. Like, if you literally breathed the wrong way, people would start just whipping their heads around to look at you because they would have thought you were about to say something. Because everybody was just on edge. And I'm not into drama, so I wasn't too sure why everybody was on edge. So, but I kind of could tell the second she said that the energy in the room shifted. And I'm like, so I know this guy has been in a relationship before, just because, you know, people get really public with it. Like, did something happen? And so then the teacher keeps talking, and then as she goes more and more into depth, everybody's kind of like, hey, you know, you might wanna stop talking. And she's like, why should I stop talking? You know, why should I stop talking? He should be taught a lesson, blah blah blah. And we're like, no, seriously, you should probably stop talking. You're going into dangerous territory. Like, you know, she's gonna get canceled pretty much if she keeps it up. And nobody tells her because we're all not wanting to get, like, killed. And I'm not sure, I'm still, like, you know, kind of in the dark about it. But pretty much, she is told that this guy's ex-girlfriend is in the room too, across the room from him. So if this is where the teacher is, and this is where he is, she's all the way over here. And I just kind of was like, oh, so that's why the energy is really tense right now. And, you know, honestly, I was like, you know what, whatever. Everybody can just deal with it, you know? Like, okay, she's flaming your ex-boyfriend. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, just literally do your assignment. It's not that big of a deal. But it changes because instead of, you know, saying, oh, I'm sorry about that, you know, that was unprofessional, or, you know, just whatever she could have said, she's the type of person, and I'm this type of person too. When things get awkward and you make a mistake, there are types of people that just keep talking to try to make up for it, and it never works out. It literally never works out. You just dig yourself in a deeper hole. I am very much one of those people. And so then she starts launching into a whole new thing, and she's like, you know, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to, you know, be really rude or, you know, mean anything. I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. Like, just really stressed out because, you know, she thinks she's about to get canceled and everything. And she starts, well, just so you know, if I had a daughter your age, I would let her date you if she wanted to. And all of us just stop. And we're like, I'm sorry, what? Like, like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, that's not even, what? Just, it's so out of pocket. And she's such a composed person that we just weren't expecting it. And it's like, dude, like, just take a breather. Like, you're fine. You're fine. Type of shit I would do, honestly. I would do that. But freaking, she goes on a whole tangent. All of us, like, we're all trying to really make her stop talking now because, you know, like, bro, what the hell are you talking about, gang? And all of us are just like, hey, you know, stop talking, stop talking. This one guy who sits right next to the troublemaker is like, wow, this assignment's really cool. Wow, guys, the weather's really cool today. And I just found it funny. It was so chaotic. But she goes even farther. She's like, well, you know, actually, maybe I wouldn't let her date you. I'm like, bro, just pick a lane and end the conversation. Like, bro, I can't do this. I can't do this. This class is not real. This class is not real. And so then, you know, she eventually just kind of cracks. And she's like, you know what? I am so sorry for berating you like that. I didn't even realize that your ex-girlfriend was in the room. I'm sorry for saying, you know, that, you know, any girlfriend you had wouldn't, you know, find you to be truthful in your words. And the ex-girlfriend pipes up. She literally goes, I think he needed to hear it. And literally, all of us were silent. We were like, guys, is somebody gonna pull out their phone and start recording for a Snapchat story? Because I think something is about to go down. And I'm like, guys, can we not? Like, I'm trying to get an A for this class because low-key I might not graduate if I don't. Like, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Hello, Jeff the Killer. Hello, Jeff the Killer. We're talking about some crazy lore that happened a little less than a week ago in my AP government class. Basically, my teacher in that class, she was berating this troublemaker kid and started flaming him for, you know, his family not loving him and his friends not loving him and how he's inconsiderate and he, like, doesn't say things how they are. He's, like, very wishy-washy and stuff. And then she launched into like relationships and stuff, and his ex-girlfriend was like across the room, and all of us let her know, and she was like, oh shit. And then she started saying that if she had a daughter his age, she'd let her date him. And I'm like, what? Like, what? And then of course, you know, God, they really were about to get into a fight though. It's crazy. What do you mean any girlfriend? So my teacher said if my teacher had a daughter, the age of this kid that she was flaming, she's trying to make him feel better, she would let her daughter date him. Pretty much, she was trying to do damage control for what she said earlier and just incriminated herself. Like, she's getting canceled. I don't know what she's saying. It's not like anything bad. It's just funny as hell and so out of pocket. Like, bro, why would you say that? It's funny. It's so funny. My school is not real, dude. It really isn't. It's not real at all. None of it is. None of it is at all. It's so funny. No, hell no. No, seriously. Yeah, AP Gov class. APG. Thankfully that freaking test is over. Although she makes us do essays like every class. I'm like, please no. Can we do an essay on why these two broke up and how my teacher facilitated a school fight? Like, glad it didn't actually happen, but I was pretty convinced it would there for a minute, that's for sure. Kind of impressed that it didn't, to be honest. If anything, I think that's some serious self-control from that one guy for not, you know, just throwing hands. Because, look, yeah, guess what? What? What's up? What's up? What kind of news do you have? What kind of news do you have? I'm always very curious. Lay it on me. What's up? Yes, guess what? Guess what? You better not say like chicken butt or something, or I swear, bro. That would... What's up? How did that... Never mind. Anyways. My inventory is full. Do I care? No. Actually, maybe I should. Maybe that... Wait, hold on. I can compress those into enchanted mithril. Nice. Nice. We're just gonna keep on... we don't have a goblin raid yet, so we can't get this other commission done. But we're just gonna go ahead and keep on mining mithril as much as we can to get this one commission done. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can. I have a feeling you're typing up a storm for your guess what, the answer to the guess what, and I'm very curious. I am genuinely curious. Gosh, I have 10,000 materials stashed away. That is horrifying. A horrifying amount. Good Lord. What is that noise? Is that the sound of my armadillo leveling up? The sound of a ghast dying? Oh my gosh, wait, are you guys super excited about guess what? What? Tell me. Stop the suspense. Start the entrance to your story. What is it? What is it? What has happened? What has occurred? Say it. Say it, don't delay it. What is up? What is it? What am I guessing? I've given up guessing. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. Immediately. I demand it. I wonder how long it's gonna take for this stupid commission to be done. Wait, is there a mining festival going on right now? Oh, this is a good area. How did I not see this? Hold on, wait. Ah, this is actually probably a better area to mine what I want. Chicken. Okay, you know what? How do I get you banned from my chat? How do I get you banned from my chat? Immediately. Effective immediately, actually. Because I am not taking this level of disrespect. Disrespect. Me and my James Madison founding father, we're not taking this. We're not taking this anymore. Okay? You're gonna be put in timeout. But yes, yes. Wow, I got a lot of titanium. Next Fiesta's in 10 hours. For me, that's like 7 a.m. What time would it be in 10 hours? 7 hours? 10 hours. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be 6:26. Interesting. The Slayer has been activated. It's called me because I'm slaying everything in my way. Not actually. Freaking dying is what it is more like. Unfortunately. Chocolate did something. Egg has appeared. You know, I've seen people go to this little hippity-hoppity chocolate factory thing, but I've never seen somebody say if it's actually worth it or not. You know? Like, I think I've seen people who have said it is worth it, and then, but, like, they don't say why. Like, I don't know. I haven't heard too much about it. I haven't heard too much about it. Turd too much about it is kind of a wild statement. I only have to mine like 190 more things to get mining level 19. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I think we'll get to that. I think we'll get to that, honestly. Because low-key, all the stuff it has been having me do is mining mithril. That's quite literally it. Just mining a lot of mithril. Oh, my inventory's full. Time to compress it all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then add 1 there. Perfect. Nice. Nice. You can only ban on Twitch. You can't ban on YouTube. You can only ban on Twitch. Really? Wow. Wait, hold on. Yeah, let me check this. Hold up. Hold up. I'm kind of curious. I'm not actually going to ban you, but I am curious what it'll let me do. Oh, hold on. Let me shut up in the background. Add as moderator, hide user on this channel, put user in timeout. Remove, report, pin message, go to channel, channel activity. Interesting. How long can I put you in timeout for? 10 seconds. Oh god, I think I deleted like all the messages. Whoopsies. Hope. Whoopsies. Alright, well now you should be able to chat again. It's only 10 seconds. It's only 10 seconds. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. It'll be fine, okay? It'll be fine. There's nothing more fun. There's nothing more fun. Let's see. We're just continuously going and mining everything. And then this one guy comes around occasionally. Oh, wait, the commission's complete. I almost missed that. That would have been horrible if I missed that. Wow. Wow. Glad we saw that. Now, that one guy who occasionally comes around here is going to come back and be like, oh my god, there's so much titanium. Because he just, like, been running around. It's funny. Really funny. I love it when players run around like little rats. It's super funny. I do the same thing. I keep forgetting that there's, like, an actual area under here. And it's not just, like, mist that you fall into. It kind of is trippy. It's kind of trippy. Man, help, I'm dying from this timeout. Bro got silenced. Little did you know, this isn't the land of the free. This isn't the land of the free. It's the land of the me. Because I'm in charge. I'm in charge. You only get freedom if I dictate it. You only get freedom if you are useful enough to me. Who the heck is this guy? Completed. Oh my god, I have to go mine more mithril ore? Bro, you're joking. You're literally joking. You're joking. Let's see. So if I have the heart of the mountain. So if I have... Okay, hold on. 9k minus 5,650 is 3,350? 3,350. And then if I go to this, 3,350. 3,350? I should only take not too many of these. I shouldn't take too many of these at all to get what I need to. Of course, there's a daily bonus. But depending on how many daily bonuses it gives me, I mean, it could be anywhere from 3 to, like, I don't know, maybe like 10. That's not bad at all. Oh wait, Rampart's Quarry, right? This actually, the mini-map up in the top left is actually kind of useful. You know? It's actually kind of useful. I was like, I don't think it's too useful. It actually is. I was a hater, but now I'm good. Now I'm good. I'm gonna keep doing this little chocolate factory thing. Guys, let me know if this is actually worth something, because I mean, I just do it and then I prestige and then I do it again, but I don't know if there's like something like good about it, or if it's just, you know, something fun you do. You know what I mean? Like, there's always something fun you can do, of course, but I assume it has some use of some kind. It just depends on whether that use is good or not, you know? Random dude. Alright, so the Ramparts Quarry is over in this area. I'm gonna grapple hook away from all the star sentries, because low-key they scare the crap out of me. We are in the quarry. Okay. So I think how we're gonna do this is we're gonna find... I mean, this is okay. This isn't the best. This isn't worst. So let's just go here. Let's just go here. Do I have efficiency on this? Yeah, I do. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that this was it without efficiency, but it does seem like it's still... It's not too slow. It's not too slow. It's just not too fast. You know, it's not too fast. Which I think, we'll get it, you know? We'll get it. It'll be fine. We got Drake at court case money, right? Bro, what? What are these people yapping about? Always the most random stuff, bro. I swear. Hypixel Skyblock can never have normal freaking just conversations. They always have to be the most just weirdest, randomest, craziest things. Because otherwise, things just get too boring, I guess. I guess. Freaking I wouldn't know, that's for sure. That's for sure. Never bored. Never bored. Tired? Yes. Bored? No. Never bored. Always tired. Pretty much. Pretty much. You know, whenever you need to sneeze, like bad, I spent too much time. Look toward a bright light. If you sneeze, you're like 25% of the population that happens to sneeze when bright lights. Every time I walk out of my school, the sun is like in my eyes, and I always sneeze like really aggressively. And then some random suburban mother who's picking up her kid, probably like a freshman, whips her head around and she goes, and I'm like, woman, it's a sneeze. Chill the hell out. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. It is not that serious, y'all. It is not that serious. Not that serious. No, oh my god, I just realized my commissions are on the bottom right. No way. Oh my god. You know, I think the drought in my area, I don't think there's a drought in my area. I don't know. There might be. I've heard of droughts over across like the whole freaking East Coast or something like that. I think maybe somehow it's targeting me specifically. And that's why I can't seem to drink enough water, you know? Like the fact that I have to drink, move out of my way, armadillo. The fact that I have to drink so much water is because there's a drought. And it's just so traumatizing or whatever. I don't freaking know. I don't know. I don't know. Close enough, honestly. Close enough. Close enough. You know, I could really go for some good food right now, man. There's this freaking, that banquet I went to. I know I discussed it on stream, like, around, like, 2 weeks ago. But pretty much, I got this, this award from this, like, club in, like, the city area that's, like, so close to my area. And it was really cool. Very fancy banquet. I've never felt so wealthy in my life. Of course, though, I had to have table manners, and for some reason, I chose to be left-handed that day. I don't know why. I just was. I was, like, eating, and I was like, this is harder than usual. And then I realized I'm using my freaking left hand for everything. And I'm like, chat, like, why am I doing that? It's kind of fun, but not when you're trying to attend, like, a formal thing. Because then everybody's like, Like, bro, chill out. Mind your business. Mind your business. Everybody is so judgmental when it comes to stuff like that. When I went to this banquet, dude, they had the sugar cookies. They were the best cookies I've ever tasted. The best. But everybody was so standoffish. I was like, chat, we don't have to be so standoffish, you know? Like we're all here for the same award. Like, you know, we're all in the same boat. Let's just chill. You know, let's just chill. Everybody's fine. So I was talking to this people at my table and stuff. Captain Hook. I love Captain Hook, bro. My mother constantly talks to me about, like, theater, because, oh, I didn't tell you guys about how my audition went, this past weekend. But, dude, she says, Captain Hook was one of your greatest roles. And I'm like, thank you, mother. Very insightful. I think you're correct. The freaking underclassmen look up to me like crazy, and honestly, I'm really proud of that, because, you know, I'm a role model. It's great. A fun fact, I actually have this, like, pink unicorn thing I need to give to one of my freshman children that I've taken under my wing. It's, like, sitting right on my dresser, and I have, like, this really antique 1800s dresser, so it's, like, on a marble countertop or whatever. Fun fact, it's really interesting. Captain Hook was a fun role to play, but I'm more excited about the one I get to do this summer. So last weekend, aka like literally like 4 days ago, like not very long ago, not long ago at all, and this is counting today, by the way, so 4 days ago, including today, Wednesday, because it's currently 8:37 p.m. on a Wednesday for me. I live in like the New York City time zone area, the city that never sleeps, America, East Coast, for any of my non-Americans, and it was good, honestly. It was pretty good. I ended up getting this, like, this older lady who's, like, this really, like, how do I describe her? She's, like, her name's Mrs. Brill, if y'all know who that is in Mary Poppins. But basically, she's very, I don't know if promiscuous is the word I'm looking for, but basically, she runs the house and, you know, pretty much has to keep everything together and stuff. So I'm excited to play that character. I haven't played a character like that in a few years at least, if I even have. But it's always fun. You know, so good. I'm losing my mind. Are you okay, Jeffrey? What's going on? Also, welcome back. Welcome back. You play more VR? More Doors VR? You should, oh my gosh, you should play Rooms VR too. That would be cool. Man. Like, outside of, like, the Doors game, if it's a possibility, that would be cool. But I bet it doesn't have too much options for VR as Doors does. That would be really cool. That would be really cool, though. I bet that would look sick, too. That would be epic. But freaking, yeah. I got, I would show you guys the script, but that's, like, copyright or something. I don't know. I just don't trust it. My intuition is telling me I should not, because that could be, like, some form of something. But pretty much, I've got a good role. I got a good role. Pretty much a good role. I've always wanted a supporting role that I can kind of make my own, you know? They always ask, you know, why are theater kids, specifically ones that are really into acting, why do they like theater so much? There is something so fun, okay? And y'all can hear me out on this if you want. There is something so fun about creating a character from your own interpretations of the lines and the little bit of information that you get, and creating it into such a character that you literally become them on stage and your thoughts are the character. I've been able to act to the point where I literally, like, I'm not even myself anymore. Like, I'm literally the character, because I love to psychoanalyze every character I play. Like, for example, Captain Hook, I have referenced so much material. Holy crap, I don't even know how many things I've watched for that character. But freaking, he's basically like, he's like this rich boy from Eton College, you know, whatever you want to call it. I never learned how to pronounce it, to be honest. But it's E-T-O-N. J.M. Barrie, who is the maker of Peter Pan, talks about it himself. Who is Don Espresso? Don Espresso wants some tasty mithril from Rampart's Quarry. Bring him 200 tasty mithril to him at the Dwarven Mines? What? Tasty? I don't think I have any tasty mithril for you, sir. I apologize. Or maybe it's just mithril in general, or... I'm not happy with how long this is taking. Bro, shut up. You literally gave everybody 2 fucking seconds. Like, literally 2 seconds. See, this dude is literally getting it if he would just literally chill out for 2 minutes. Like... I will move. I will move. What am I doing? I low-key forgot. Oh, here. Here. I was like, which block am I supposed to be mining? This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. I'm trying to look at the mithril count to see. Yeah, it's going up. It's going up. Let me just quickly do this. So I can do this really quick. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm having, this is, the program I'm doing is really expensive. The one that I'm like doing Mary Poppins. It's really expensive. So throughout the summer, I'm going to be working quite a bit. I'll also let you guys know, since it's getting a bit close to, something that my parents do every year, because my mother works in a job that she gets insane travel perks from. I am going to be out of town for like literally almost 2 whole weeks, starting June 15th. Because my family decided I'm going to save up money to go out of the country. And I'm like, okay, like, interesting. My mother especially loves traveling. And so she makes it a big point to save up, you know? Like, a big point to save up. Like, you know, not spending money on eating out, you know? Like, just, like, not doing anything really stingy or whatever. Just a lot of stuff to do whatever she can. To go and travel to different places. Oh, I just got the commission is done. Was this the... Oh, no, this is the drill mechanic. I should actually check this out while I'm here. Okay, so great. What I'm seeing is you are not the right person to talk to. Oh, I bet it's that person over there. Oh, hold on, let me get this egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, let me also combine these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Alright, let's get this. But yeah, starting the 15th of June, I will be in Ireland and Scotland or something like that. And I also, my brother and my father want to go to Munich sometime in the fall. And I'm trying to snag a trip with them because I desperately want to go to Germany because my last name originates from there. And I really want to go there because that would be so freaking fun, dude. Like, actually so fun. So cool. It would be so epic. Oh my gosh. But I think what I'm going to do while I'm there is I'm going to see if I can take some videos for you guys and stuff just to kind of... I'm not going to go this direction. This seems like a bad idea. Just to kind of show you guys kind of like the experience of that. Because I know a lot of... Where the heck am I? It's a big privilege to be able to do stuff like that, that's for sure. So I think it would be kind of cool to show you guys kind of, you know, what other places are like from a perspective of, you know, somebody who goes there from a place that probably a decent amount of my viewers originate from. Where the heck am I? I think I'm supposed to be going down there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. Nice. Yes. Okay. We're going back up. I was like, this does not seem like the right way to get back to the king or whatever his name is. It is not, in fact. You gotta go this way instead. The grappling hook is also such a good tool. There's probably something else that the rich people use, but honestly, I don't care. This is good for me. This is so good for me, bro. So good. So goated. Oh my gosh. So goated. I can travel so fast with it. Okay. Hello. I would like to complete this. Mine 10 titanium ore in the royal mines. That is much easier. Much easier than what I did just a little bit ago. So, royal mines. Looking at my mini-map, that is quite literally right here. Okay, it is right beside this area. I think it's below the bridge. Maybe that's... No, that's probably what that area is. I wasn't sure what that area is, per se. So, it's like right here, question mark? It must be. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Royal Mines. Oh my gosh, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, alright, we've got 7 right here. We've got 7 right here. Nice, nice, nice. Look at this, look at this. We are completing all of our commissions, chat. All of our commissions. We're trying to work toward Crystal Hollows. And we're getting there much easier than we were before, which is pretty good. Pretty good. What is this ad, bro? I always get the weirdest ads. It's always about, like, vaping or some random stuff, like movies. Like, bro, what? So random. I don't understand why they're like this. Aristocat Passage. Never mind. Armadillo, little pet. You know, actually, I was talking to my family today. My family is down a car because somebody, fun fact. So, I was just chilling the other day and freaking, oh. Nearby ore and powder drops are amplified. Can I mine the thing itself? Oh, hi. That was not very bueno of you. That was not very chill of you. No, 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 no bueno. Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone. Is there any titanium over there still? I don't think there is. It's kind of annoying. I was kind of hoping to, you know, kind of chill over there, but I mean, there doesn't seem to be any titanium, so I'll just go over here. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine, guys. It's just how it is. You know, I totally get it. Totally get it. I only need one more titanium anyway. I can find it pretty quickly anyway. That's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Not a oh my god, that scared the shit. I thought that was like a Star Sentry charging me, bro. It's just some dude who's really fast just running through the Royal Mine area. Like, good lord. Oh, I didn't even realize we leveled up our mining. Shoot. Wow. Hey guys, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice, isn't it? All right. Where's this titanium going to come in? Where's my titanium at? Where's it at? There's another Star Sentry. You know, it might be easier just to kind of search for one, because I bet there's one around here. That is not what I meant to do. That's a person, right? Okay, I think so, yeah. I'm kind of like just running from place to place because I hate the Star Sentries. I genuinely do. They kind of scare me, not gonna lie. They really shouldn't, but they do. Like, you know, you can kill them, but I don't like it. I don't like it, okay? With my 25 cents. What the hell are they doing over there? Look at all of them crowded into the little ledge. Bro, what is this? Group party? Getting into table groups and discussing? Like, what? Random. Really random. Really random. See, people die from these things so easily. It's horrible. It's horrible. Hate them. Hate them so much. So much. Yeah, no titanium. I assume if we don't find any over here, we're gonna have to actually, like, mine for it. Yeah, probably. Dang, nobody's just leaving their titanium around. R.I.P. my will to do anything. Question mark? I don't know what that was about. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's gonna be anything here that's kind of helpful. Although there is quite a bit of stuff down there. I didn't even see all that stuff down there. It's diamonds, though. Interesting. Maybe I might miss something over here. Better to do this. Oh wait, I can literally fight these easily. What the hell am I doing? Oh wait, hold up. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I don't like this game anymore. I don't like this game anymore. Is there like a respective weapon that they're more sensitive to? Oh, that was good. That was good. Titanium. I was so good to come back. So good to come back. Yeah. Yeah, and how do I get back up? Get up before they Star Sentries come get me. Ah, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. I was like, how do I get back up? There's a whole thing you can do. Nice, nice, nice. I like it when there's an easy way to get back up to the place I'm trying to go, because it's just easier. It's just easier than, you know, anything else you have to do. Alright, buddy. Give me my stuff. Alright, now we need to go mine 250 metal ore in the lava springs. Who would have guessed? It's only the same exact thing we just did. Like, literally like 10 minutes ago. Like, literally 10 minutes ago. That's all. I like this song. All the songs in this playlist are good. They're all really good. Very good. It's so nice. Alright. I don't quite understand the layout of this whole thing, but I have this map that's helpful, so it works. I'm gonna go see how much it costs to get a titanium pickaxe, because honestly, I feel like we can mine stuff even faster, you know, chat? I feel like we can mine stuff even faster. We can be even more efficient, you know? We can do something even better, so let's see. Let's see. Rusty titanium pickaxe is just 50,000. So you need enchanted titanium for bejeweled handle. I think we can get polished titanium pickaxe. It's not soulbound. I wonder how much... Oh, they require the Heart of the Mountain tiers. Breaking power 5. Mining speed plus 100. Mining speed plus 410. Yeah, it's not nearly as good. Yeah, wait, it's not nearly as good as all. At all. Why would I get this stuff? That's stupid. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Probably. I'm gonna go back to the lava springs and start mining, chat. That's what we're gonna do. You know when they say the miners yearn for the mines? Even when you're not a miner, you'll still yearn for them. So sorry to break it to everybody. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be, okay? You're never gonna escape. You're never gonna escape. Because you'll constantly just crave working in the mines. Forever a slave to your own endeavors, your own wants, your own desires to mine. Is that a slime somewhere? No, I'm literally... Oh, somebody used the little slime thing. Got it. You know, this is what happens when you play too much vanilla Minecraft sometimes, you know? This is what happens. You just quite literally forget that there's other sound effects that, in servers, they use them for very different things. It's just how it works. They just use them for tons of different things, and you forget about them all the time. All the time. You know, interestingly enough, this is a bit of a change of subject, but I was just kind of awake last night. I couldn't go to sleep, so I decided to make a Pokemon team. And I was like, you know, what are my favorite Pokemon? You know, what are my favorites that I've kind of, like, you know, grown up with, especially with, like, Pokemon Brick Bronze on Roblox, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Basically, Pokemon game on Roblox that got taken down for copyright. I grew up with tons of cool Pokemon, pretty much. I never played, like, the Nintendo games, like Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield, stuff like that, because I only got a Switch, like, a little bit later. I didn't have, like, a 3DS or, you know, anything like that. Nothing like that at all. And so then I only really got into Pokemon the second I turned, like, 10 and up, you know? But I have this team that I really like, you know? And it includes an evolution, of course, because every time I ask somebody to make a team, I'm always like, hey, include an evolution. You know, include an evolution. But, of course, you know, if they say, no, I don't want to do that, then you don't do it. But it is cool to see how you measure up to other, like, your friends, you know? Like, who likes which evolution and why. And then if you like the same one, you gotta fight over it, you know? Like, who deserves it more logically? Ethos, Pathos, and Logos. All three. Make your claim. Whoever makes the better claim gets it. Now, you know, personally, I've grown up with Espeon the longest, and I do like Espeon, but honestly, I like Sylveon the most. Big psychology person, so Sylveon's, like, bond with a trainer is just really fascinating, you know? It's just really fascinating to think about, you know? Really interesting to think about. So, yeah. I like that one. Starters. What are your guys' favorite starters? If y'all are into Pokemon, what's your favorite starters? And including, like, you know, if you're into Digimon, what about Digimon? You know, what's your favorite Digimon? Stuff like that. Pretty much anything like that. Anything to do with, you know, stuff like that, if you can think of anything. Even favorite animal. Hell, I mean, my favorite animal is a red panda. I love them. One time I told my, my architecture teacher, she was like, so what's your favorite animal? And I was like, oh, I like red pandas. And she's like, really? It doesn't seem like you. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, red pandas are, like, lazy and stuff. And you're like, constantly doing something. And I'm like, well, I appreciate that, but I still like them nonetheless. They're literally me. If I wasn't so busy all the freaking time. It's always so fun to talk about stuff like that. And I always like saying, like, you know, why I choose things and hearing other people's justification for their favorite animals and stuff. And it's always fun to question people, you know? Like, I love questioning people. Like, why? Why is that your favorite animal? Why not this compared to this? You know, what's your second favorite animal? Why is that your second rather than not your first? I love those types of conversations, man. So good and, you know, freaking amazing. Absolutely fascinating. There's always something lovely about psychology. I don't know. Maybe I should study anthropology or something. You know, it was interesting too, at my architecture class today, because everything's starting to really pick up and wrap up, which I've been kind of saying, you know, kind of over the, you know, past, like, yesterday, and, you know, also probably a few other days. Just really busy right now in my architecture class, just because of, you know, things in general, working with my client, you know, finishing everything up, stuff like that. You know, making a house is a decent amount of work. Thankfully, I have the weekend. I have the weekend, which is really, really, really nice. Really nice that I'll have that. Thank gosh. If I didn't have the weekend to work on my project, I think I would actually combust on the spot. Specifically bust, because I think I would literally bust one out of, like, pure stress. It would just explode. And it's really painful, by the way. Really painful. Really painful. If you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about and you have an inkling, it is that. Congratulations. Congratulations. You understand. Vaguely. But yeah. I was in my architecture class today, and I know I've talked about this competition that we had probably around, like, gosh, it's probably been around, like, 2 or 3 months now, where we all, we got into groups that were chosen for us by our teacher in the class, and, you know, we were just kind of doing our own thing, you know, doing whatever we kind of needed to and whatever, and we all set up our stuff and, you know, had a big competition. And goblin, come back here. I'm not quite fast enough to catch up to it, it would seem. Oh, never mind. I want to kill this. Oh. Hold on, hold on. Ah! No! It's gone. I wanted to kill it. It seemed like it could have been interesting. Oh well. Well, that's enough distractions. Back to the grind. Back to the grind. I've never seen something. Oh, whoops. I've never seen a golden golem spawn before. That's fascinating. I've never heard of such a thing happening, if you mind, Mithril. Interesting. Oh, I've been completely ignoring the fact that I have a full inventory. I'm just gonna go ahead and compress this into cobblestone that's like enchanted or something. Who cares? Close enough, close enough. Wow, I just received more interest on my bank accounts. Good lord, that is a lot of interest. Chat, this is literally what you do in real life, by the way. If you have money, funnel it away in a high savings interest savings account or an investment account like a Roth IRA or a 401k or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. You earned money while it's just sitting there. So good. Gone with the Wind event starts in 20 seconds. Really? We don't have the Goblin raid? That's unfortunate. I need the Goblin raid, like, any time now, man. Because then I'll get another thing, too. That's a bit more about... Yeah. You got it. You can have all that stuff, man. Yeah. I like when people come over and grab the titanium, because I'm way too lazy to mine it myself. Like, I'm literally way too lazy, unless, of course, I need the titanium. Then I don't like it. However, I do not at this very moment, so this person is very, very welcome to come and steal as much as much as they want. As much as they want. Yes. All right, we're gonna keep on keeping on here. We're getting close to finishing this one. Click here to shop for exotic pets. I do not care. That seems a little bit black market-ish, and I'm not a very big fan of that. Just because they banned me from it. A little bit too much. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the chat room. How are you doing today, man? How you doing? I hope you're doing pretty good. We are just kind of chilling for now. We're completing commissions and stuff. Hey.
Do you have any dishes that need to be cleaned?
I think I do, yeah. I have this.
So just give me all the shit that you need. Because I'm loading up that dishwasher.
Girl, this is what happens when my mom ain't home.
This is what happens when I don't start on my essay. So I just watched YouTube and I was like, I'd rather load the dishwasher.
Girl, you don't have to go and watch some Egypt charade on the TV.
Egypt charade.
Charade. Yeah, it's
charade.
It's charade. She literally said it herself. It should be charade, but it's charade.
No, she likes to be extra, I fear.
She does like to be extra. She really does.
Your mother is still out eating at that fucking Mexican place.
God, of course!
She's been there since like 5:45.
It's not even...
It's like 9. It's like 2 hours, 15 minutes. Like, babe, you always are talking about how much you don't like it.
Yeah, it's
and
like...
now you're there.
It's like the worst Mexican restaurant around here.
Yeah, the one that's not in that town is better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as vague as possible with you still knowing.
Yeah.
The other one's better. We'll just flat out.
Girl, I think we all know. There's only one good one.
They don't even know what's around here.
No, they do not.
Oh well, I'm gonna go load up the dishwasher.
Watch out, they're gonna find out my IP address from knowing there's 2 Mexican restaurants in the, like, a 50 million mile radius.
Babe, I fear as long as we're not in the state of Alaska, we're pretty much good. You guys, that's your hint. We're not in Alaska.
We're not in Alaska, guys.
That's your hint.
No, they at least know I'm on the East Coast. Because of my time zone, I mean, you can't really...
Guys, you know where we live? What's that place? The Virgin Islands? Yep, that's us, bitch. That's us. I'm in the dishwasher.
Yeah, we actually live... Alright. We actually live... we actually live in South America with the screwworms. Don't look up screwworms, guys. It's a very bad idea. Very bad idea. I'm not getting graphic with it. They are very nasty creatures is all you need to know. If you are weak of heart and you throw up easily, do not look them up. Do not look them up. If you have any suspicions about what they might be, they're probably correct. Do not look it up. They are nasty. Even I don't look them up, and I'm a usually pretty tolerant person. Okay? Usually pretty tolerant person to that type of stuff. I am not. Is it done? Hey, it's done. It's done. All right, let's go to the next king, whoever it is. Let's go turn this in, okay? This is my homework assignment. Okay? All you gotta do is go to the royal quarters. So yeah, there are some Mexican restaurants where I live. I've talked about one, but there's another one where my mother is currently at. They have, like, you know, the classic, like, tortilla chips and everything. I got food, like, sickness, what is that called? Food poisoning from there? It's bad. It's honestly, like, pretty bad, not gonna lie. Oh, 15 titanium ore, I can do that really easily. Alright, nice. W. Thank you. 15 titanium. Oh, shoot. That's not very good. Oh, well. It happens. So, yeah. Don't go to a specific Mexican restaurant where I live. Which you guys don't know where that is. So, good luck. Every time you're on the East Coast, watch your back. There's a really good one. And there's also a really bad one. And you won't know which is which. Or you kind of can. It looks trashy on the outside for the one that's bad. So, I mean... You can probably find it pretty easily, to be honest. But you know what? I digress. You never truly know until you actually are in there and then you eat the food and you're like, oh, I feel like I'm about to die. Like, I feel like every single, like, one of my red blood cells is just not working. Like, I feel like all of my white blood cells and my red blood cells, they can't fight this enemy. Like, they're just confused. It's some weird bacteria in my gut that's eating away at my walls. In my intestines, and it's disgusting Mexican food. That's what it is. And then you have the other area, the other Mexican restaurant in my area, which is really good, really good. Their food is absolutely fabulous, delicious, I would say. Is that rare in my area? Yes, it is rare to have actually decent, good food that isn't the basic American food in my area. There's this burger joint, Actually, kind of like nearby where I live, which is kind of impressive considering we don't really have too much around where I live. Hint number 5. It is so good. It is so good. I only go there like maybe once or twice every year or something. Best burgers, dude. Literally the best burgers. Gosh. And it's not fast food, of course. But dude, just so good. So good, man. Dang, now I'm like really hungry. I always eat when I get home from school around 3 o'clock. And then after that, I just kind of eat whenever I feel hungry again, usually after stream. So it's about like, you know, 3 o'clock to midnight, which seems like a really bad schedule. And honestly, I mean, low-key kind of, yeah. But, whatever. You know, we survive. We live, we love, we lie. That came out of nowhere. I am very sorry. That is probably very traumatizing for everybody involved. That was a little bit too stressful for me. I did not need to overreact like that, but that's okay. We at least made it, and my full inventory is very full. I should do something about that. Otherwise, it'll be on my screen for the next 5 hours. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna try to just get titanium the regular way. There's not too much you can just do by running around. Actually, I changed my mind. As you can see, I'm quite a decisive, but also very making up my mind fast type of person. I don't have the patience. If I had gotten a titanium in those like 3 blocks I mined, I probably would have stayed and, you know, grinded it out. But since I didn't, I'm not staying there, and I'm not doing all that. You know, that's a lot of work. You know, because it's totally less work to go around running around for titanium that I'll never find. You know. No, it'll be easy. It'll be easy, chat. It'll be easy. You know, pretty easy. It's always easy to find stuff around here. It's always easy to find stuff around here. I think this dude is looking for, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of talking to people, even if it is just a simple hitting my shift key a few times. Titanium. Shit. Yeah, there we go. All right, hold on. Let me get this. If that guy leaves the area, then I'll steal his titanium. But I'm not doing the whole shifting thing. Like, you know, it's not even like social thing. I just don't want to talk to that guy. Like, you know, that's so stupid. Fucking, oh my god. Y'all ever see like a person and you're like, I don't really feel like talking to that person, and it's just not even talking. It's just literally hitting your shift key like twice and staring them down, and they either go, yeah or nah. Cause me, low key, that's too much work. I ain't doing that. That's kind of gay. Literally anybody, when you do anything that isn't liking the color blue as a guy or liking the color pink as a girl, that's kind of gay. Chat, is liking the color blue as a girl gay? True or false? I don't like the color blue. I like the color orange. Now tell me, which one does that belong to? Go on. Go on, tell me. Spouting random nonsense on stream core, like, bro. Ooh, titanium, titanium, titanium! But you see, I find titanium like 2 seconds later. So honestly, I think it's got some good backing behind it. Good backing. You know, not my back, though. My freaking spine is, like, if scoliosis can be developed by, like, your posture, which I really hope it's not. But honestly, I don't really know. I don't really keep track of stuff like that. I would probably have it right now if it's a possibility. Where was I going with this? I think I was going to infinity and beyond and never looking back, because I'm not exactly sure what my point was going to be. But I think I do that pretty often, to the point where it's just, that's just how it is. You know, that's just kind of, oops, whoops, I did not mean to do that, but that's okay. I can just go back up. Now that's fine. I can just go back up, you know? Not a biggie, not a biggie. My armadillo is waiting for me, telling me to hurry the heck up, because I am very slow. There does not seem to be any titanium around here, obviously, because it is, like, on the top of the whole area. But you know what? That's okay. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Yeah, this is enough time. I've got to actually put in the work for what I want to do, I suppose. Oh, it's so unfortunate. It really is. I've got to actually work for my titanium, chat. This is a horrible day. Horrible day. Why can't I just mooch off of somebody's hard work? So annoying. So annoying. Alright. You know what's interesting? I bet they have something against it, but if you have like those things that record your actions, it must be against something. But if you have like one of those things that records your actions and then you just go in like a pattern where you just mine all this stuff pretty much, that would be interesting. And I'm kind of curious how it works, you know? Like, I'm curious how they check for that, because I assume they do. But I'm not quite sure how that works. It'd be interesting to learn how to, you know, how that works. I'm gonna try this, because I guess maybe titanium is more common. Commonly spawns spawns more if you get the middle of the mithril vein instead of the outskirts of it. Chat, what do we think? What do we think, chat? Is this a good strategy? Is this a viable strategy? Do you think this is possible? I think it's possible. Honestly, I do. I think it's very possible, but I think it's just not giving me any titanium. I think it's kind of being a bit hateful, not gonna lie. But you know what? That's okay, because I didn't care anyway. I didn't want titanium anyway. I don't care. You know, okay, this is, again, too much work. I'm going to go find something if I can. What a pain, what a pain, what a pain. How lazy can I be here? You know, they say the F students are the inventors. Therefore, by me wanting to mooch off of somebody, I am simply an inventor. That's all. That's all. Because I'd be getting an F if I did that, you know? Therefore, F for the first inventor. Inventor. I'm an inventor, chat. I'm just goated, I fear. Yeah, I'm just goated. If y'all ever need somebody to develop the next, like, spaceship, call me up. I am the best, okay? And my phone number is what? And my phone number is 123-456-789. Again, 123-456-7890. Anyways, I've been searching for quite a while. Perhaps it is time to hit one of these. Hop a server! Hop a server. You know, I actually looked at this at a short. Not a short. I don't do YouTube shorts. And I think it was a TikTok, actually. I usually go on Instagram Reels, but I think this time it was actually TikTok about hopping servers. I think I might have gotten in the same server. Oh, that's unfortunate. You could search for mithril. More mithril. I mean, titanium? Titanium. Oh, titanium! Titanium! I think I see two. Or like multiple. Oh. Yeah, 1, 2, and I think I saw a third. Which will put me up right by 10, which will be great. Which will be great. Alright, let's see if I can find the third one, because I think I found it. But let me make sure it's actually not a figment of my imagination. I think it's a figment of my... No, it wasn't. It was not a figment of my imagination, chat. Little did you know, I'm actually the goat. I'm actually goated. Now, okay, I'm pretty sure that's good. That's good. I think what we need to do next is we just kind of need to keep exploring. And we'll get more stuff, okay? We'll get more stuff. We just need to lock in and clock in, okay? As long as we just keep on going and keep on doing our thing. I thought that Star Sentry was an item on the ground. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there's anything around here that's useful, so I'm just gonna skip right on past these guys, or at least try to and fail miserably, and then run away, hoping that they're not right on my big... Okay. Right on my butt, pretty much. Where the heck am I going? Up here seems like a decent area to check. Never mind. I'm too lazy to go up there. Let's check over here. Let's check over here. You know, I bet there's a bunch of people who are mining over in this area. So actually, yeah, let's check up here really quick. Oh shoot, they're all attacking me. That's not very good. We're gonna leave before we die a miserable death. Let's see over here. Because I've seen people that do like, they prefer to mine over here. And we have gotten one where we do need to mine mithril over here. So if we can find somebody who's mining mithril and doesn't really care for the titanium, then we might actually be able to find 5 in one fell swoop, you know? We quite literally could. Nothing over here. Let's see. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. I see... Woo! I see a light over there. I don't think there's any titanium over here. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. 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 Very unfortunate. Oh, there's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Nice. Now I just need 4 more. And now, you know, people might say, they're like, this is really inefficient. Why would you do this? Chat, I mine so slow and my luck is so bad that by the time I've hopped a server and gotten like 1 titanium, I would have been sitting there mining for like 5 minutes getting nothing. Literally nothing. Like, that's the issue. That's how bad it is. Like, we have seen this quite a few minutes ago. Pretty much. Yeah, we're just gonna walk past these guys. You know, nothing to see here, nothing to really check out. We're just gonna go and see if there's, you know, any titanium over on this side, perhaps, you know? Perhaps there's some titanium over here. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Is there stuff on the opposite side of that? Alright, let's go over here. Now, I don't think there's going to be too much mined over here specifically, but I'd like to check it anyway, because this is the type of place where somebody would mine for a little bit, and then, you know, they get like a titanium, and then they just kind of leave it, and they're like, oh, you know, whatever. I don't really need it, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that, you know? Interesting, interesting. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Perhaps my logic might be flawed, guys. I actually might be wrong. Perhaps there's no, maybe there's no titanium over there. And it's just also, wow, nobody's farming these guys? I'm kind of impressed. I don't think I've been here, like, one time where I haven't seen them just be absolutely slaughtered. Like, dang. Impressive. Very impressive. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's any titanium, really, that we can find over here. Let me see if I can get, the Gone with the Wind event is still going on. Let's see if I can hop servers again. But oh right, there's exotic pets here. You know, I don't think I'm gonna be a really big fan of them, but let's see if there's any that are kind of silly, you know? Nah, kind of mid. Not that big of a deal, you know? Not that big of a deal. Let's go visit Portal. If it will let me. It says it has too many recent visits, so we're just gonna spam it until it lets us in. It'll probably take a while. Should I visit Portal? There we go. There we go. Alrighty, now let's go back to the Dwarven Mines. Because, you know, we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna do that. What's going on? Doesn't look like there's any event going on. Interesting. Weird. Odd. Quite odd, is it not? Oh, I should go up to the lava area. I bet there's some titanium up here. A lot of people like to just, you know, go at this as they go by. So I don't know, maybe there's something? Oh wow, there might actually not be. Dang, okay. My logic is yet again flawed. Beyond comprehension. What is that noise? Oh, it's me. I was like, what is that? Who is that? What is making that noise? It is quite literally my big fat feet clomping on the ground. That is all it is. It is nothing coming after me. It is just my big fat feet clomping on the ground like crazy. Besides that, there are no other things. Tasty mithril, bruh. You're literally joking. You're literally pulling my leg. Let's see. I don't even know where this dude is the crazy part. Like, bro, where are you, man? Oh, you know, this could be a good opportunity. If these people are looking for, mithril, then I can sneak in and grab a titanium, you know? I can, okay, yeah, there's, like, literally nothing here except for, like, this area. Is this guy looking for titanium? I don't think he is. God, I hate interacting with people. It would give me all the titanium I need, but it needs... Okay, you know what? If... Doesn't look like he got anything. I'm just gonna sneak in here and grab this. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. He seems to get him quite easily. I'm just gonna... He doesn't seem to like them. Can I steal your titanium, sir? Please. Yeah, he really does not. Okay, this guy doesn't seem to really care. I'm just gonna YOLO it. Okay. I hate. He's not cursing me out. Does anyone have a prehistoric? Okay, yeah, he does not give it. You know, if somebody's like, do you have a prehistoric egg? He does not care. Bro does not care. Sorry, little guy. I'll get out of your way real quick. I'm just getting this real quick. I'm just getting this. Okay, yep, I'm out of my way. I'm out of that way. Yo, we got our titanium. We had to deal with somebody, but they did not care. So the Where's this Don Espresso guy anyway? I assume this person's going to where he's at. Huh. I feel like, oh, he's right here, is he? Oh, he is. Interesting. Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you with my... Did that ad just say piss? What? Okay, you know what? This is how this is gonna work. The Don Espresso guy did not care for my things I gave him. So you know what? He can go and eat his own thing, whatever he wants, as long as he gets it himself. I don't approve. I don't approve of people being rude and being bitchy. So you know what? Little boy can go grab his freaking mithril himself if he's such a rock eater, okay? If he likes eating rocks or whatever. Can deal with it himself. Alright. Hey! Alright, we got this. So now we need to mine 10 titanium ore and cliffside veins. Cliffside veins are like right out of here, pretty much. Right out of here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here because that way we can cut over really fast. Really fast. So if we just go over here and then we kind of like hit one of these and then we hit one of these and then we just kind of keep on going. That was actually not too bad of a transition. I'm actually kind of proud of that. Boop. Alrighty. So we need, in this area, I believe. No, this is Rampart's Quarry. Are we in cliffside veins now? Hello? Hello? You didn't participate? I tried to. He did not like the shit I gave him. He did not appreciate it. Not appreciate it at all. He was not very pleased. That's one way to say it. One way to say it. Alright, looks like this is going to be one where we don't really have too much area to work with. So we're going to have to, we're going to have to mine ourselves all of this titanium. Which is probably going to take a bit. But you know what? That's okay. That's fine. Hopefully we can get the whole set of mineral armor eventually. And that'll make it so that we can mine everything we need to in one fell swoop, you know? That'll make it so we can mine whatever we need. All at once. Like that one person who we stole the titanium from. Dude was mining like tons of stuff all at once. It was lovely. It was lovely. I want to do that. That would be the dream, you know? The absolute dream. I think we should do that, chat. That's the goal. That's a goal. However, you know what also is a goal? Getting titanium from this would also be quite nice. It would be really, really nice. In fact, I think it would be quite enjoyable to get some titanium out of this. If it would perhaps fancy me with some. That would be quite nice. Not gonna lie. There it is. Nice. Nice. Alright, 1/10 down, 9/10 to go. This is probably gonna take a bit. Gonna take a bit. If I had to guess, at least 5 minutes. Which 5 minutes would be actually, like, pretty fast for how fast I'm going, that's for sure. I like how the armadillo always just kind of sits there and just kind of, like, looks silly. It's the best. It's the best. Little armadillo is a cute pet. I think one of the pets that I always want to get, and I've said this before, but it's that one dragon pet, which of course is, you know, one of the hard ones to get, because, you know, we just can't have anything nice. We just can't have anything that's, you know, a decently affordable and cool looking pet. But it like looks cool, and also like the skin it has is also really cool. I like it. Nice looking pet, that's for sure. Woo! So yeah, we're gonna shoot for that eventually, but that's way down the road because that's like hundreds of millions or something crazy. God, it's kind of crazy to think about. Basically, just a lot of money. A lot of money. You know, speaking of my freaking mother at that Mexican restaurant, I'm still surprised that she is there for how long she is. You know, when you have your parents, you know, some people's parents' guardians, they sometimes like make you like put on your location so they can track you. My mom does that, and I can track hers too. Hello, Landon Mac. Welcome back. How are you doing? Guess what? Guess what? What? What's up? What's up, man? What's going on? Tell me. Tell me. We are trying to get to Crystal Hollows right now, by the way. So we're just completing commissions, which are on the bottom right of the screen if you ever want to know how far we are. What's up? What's up? Let's see. Spread doesn't work on Mithril. Oh, so I have it. It just doesn't work. That's cute. So glad that's how it works. So fun. So fun. Well, except for efficiency minor. Lore? Interesting information provided by random people in the chat. They're asking the questions that I should ask. And yet, I am reaping the rewards of them their question asking, good lord. Which is kind of nice. You don't even have to ask the question. They just, you know, somebody else catches it. You got honor roll all year? Heck yeah, man! That's awesome! Honor roll gets harder and harder as you go up. That's great. Genuinely. Did you get on the, I know some places, okay, so some schools do honor rolls differently. The one I used to go to, they had like a A honor roll and an AB honor roll for like grades. Did you get like on one specific one, both? Wait, you can't really get on both technically, but whatever. Like stuff like that. Does your school do like things like that? Is that like a weird thing that my school did? Because that was my elementary school that did that type of stuff, and I think my middle school did the same. But it was weird. It's commendable though as heck, bro. Because freaking school stuff is hard to keep up with, especially. So congrats, man. That's awesome. I hope they give you some like rewards and stuff for it. I remember my elementary school, they gave us something. I don't remember exactly if it was like a medallion or like a medal or if it was something like that. What did I just get? Mining. Oh my gosh, I just got mining 20. Dang, I didn't even realize. That's a lot. Reforges. Frozen Bauble. Achievement unlocked. Excavator 4. Nice! Wait, hold on. Take a look at this, chat. Wow. Wow, we're getting close to mining level 25, actually. Isn't that cool? That'll be really cool if we can get to there eventually, you know? There's an AB honor roll, and there's an A honor roll. I got the A honor roll. Congrats, man! That's awesome! That's seriously awesome! Proud of you, man. Proud of you. That's great. I know I used to be on that in elementary school, and depending on whether you're in like your high school getting it, your elementary school getting it, your middle school getting it, it can be pretty hard depending on what they assign you. So that's a commendable effort, man. Good job. It's a good sign too, because it usually means that you're gonna be a lot more easily, like you're gonna have a lot easier time with like the future assignments you're gonna get. Because the older you get, I'll tell you guys this, chat. The older you get, the more you have to manage your own time for your assignments. They're not going to have... The teachers will not constantly remind you about stuff that's due. They'll just tell you due date, and you just do it. Are you happy that Gumball back? Gumball? Like the amazing world of Gumball? Is it back or something? I haven't heard anything about Gumball or any sort of way. Is there something I'm missing? Tell me more about it. Yo, I'm back. My bad. Got a little sidetracked while trying to do some. Hey, welcome back, man. Welcome back, man. I hope you're feeling your throat's feeling better after drinking the water. Because I know it's like recently. I don't know. I feel like maybe it isn't just me, especially, but like the water has been just like, I don't know. It's been addicting in a way. I don't know, maybe somebody's like slipping in like weird things into my water. Not actually. There'd have to be like the whole system. But like, you know, just constantly dehydrated, constantly thirsty. It's one of those things where it's just weird, you know? Yes, they're making another season. Really? Really? Yeah, that'll be cool. See, I was always scared to watch Gumball as a kid because I would always get nightmares. And, you know, people are like, well, why would you get nightmares at Gumball? Like, you know, whatever. And some people get it, some people don't. I used to get nightmares at My Little Pony, guys. Like, seriously, I was just a wimpy kid. That's for sure. And also, I just got nightmares about everything. I had, like, literally chronic nightmares to the point where I'd, like, tense up so much I'd get, like, I guess what's equivalent to, like, seizures in my sleep. Like, it was bad. And it happened all the way up until, like, I don't know, maybe, like, wow, maybe even, like, a year ago. Like, a year and a half ago. God, it feels like it's been a lot longer since I've had those, but I would, like, thrash violently in my sleep and stuff. It was bad. But I'm excited to check it out now. It's actually, that's a good reason to kind of watch it, you know? Because I've always never watched it just because of that reason, and also I just never had cable growing up, like cable TV to watch, like, those shows. But maybe I should give it a try, you know? I've seen little clips from The Amazing World of Gumball. I've never really watched it, though. I don't really know too much about it. Like, Rick and Morty. I never knew anything about Rick and Morty until, it was just on the TV show one day. For when I was on, like, I was in a hotel, because the hotels, their TVs usually have cable in America, and specifically where I was at that time, which was on the East Coast somewhere, and I was like, wow, this is an adult show, very crazy adult show. Do not watch it if you're not ready for some very vulgar things. It is not the most enjoyable thing, because it's, like, one of those really vulgar shows. I would not suggest it personally. But, I mean, some people like it. Yeah. Rare footage of a person playing Hypixel drinking water. No, seriously. And I also showered. If you go to the first, like, few, like, minutes of the stream, you can see that my hair is actually damp from the shower. I think that's honestly kind of legendary, you know? Hypixel Skyblock player took a shower before hopping on stream. Didn't make excuses, didn't say, oh, I'll do it after stream, like, did it before stream. Like, chat, what? What? Everybody put their binoculars together, because this isn't real. We have to closely examine this AI image that is me. I totally am real. Totally real, guys. Totally real. I'm definitely not real. I'm AI generated, honestly. AI generated. It's only on Hulu and Disney Plus. I think my aunt that's, like, wealthy of some kind has a Disney Plus. I'll just steal her stuff. You know, it would be kind of interesting to have, like, a reaction thing to it, honestly. I've always considered doing, like, reaction channel stuff, because I really have not watched, like, a lot of those popular shows, and people usually love it when you react to stuff like that. So it would be kind of entertaining, you know? Especially to kind of have a documented version of, you know, how I react to things like that. But, like, I haven't watched Naruto, I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, I've watched a decent amount of One Piece, but, I mean, I fell off after that Chopper guy got on. Boruto, no. I haven't even watched Attack on Titan, like, that's how bad it is. Freaking crazy, man. Freaking crazy. This is a nightmare. It has to be. Hopefully not. I want to be over those. Hopefully not a nightmare. I don't know, guys. This is pretty tame. Now, you see what a nightmare would be is if I turned around and a star sentry was like right there ready to kill me. But you see, there's no star sentry there. Now, you know what is there? My full inventory notification that is constantly there, constantly harassing me. Now, that is a nightmare. That is the nightmare that I'm referring to, okay? I feel like my materials stashed away is just going to increasingly go up and up and up until I'm, like, at the cap that they'll let me have. It's going to be really bad. Like, genuinely really bad. It's already at 11K. It's already at 11K. I yearned for the mines. You know, that it's so weird that fits so well. And you know what's interesting? Okay, hold on. I've totally said this before, but I'm going to say it again because it's so weird. When Steve goes to the mines as an adult, it doesn't have that no children allowed sign anymore. You know, for when the other kids go and find it. You know? When they go with the orb and everything, it's not there anymore, even though it was shown to be there, like, not that long ago. You know what I mean? And also, how did Steve grow up and the guy guarding the mine stayed the same? Is it, like, supposed to be, like, a fictitious thing? Or is, like, the guy actually there? Because if he's the same age, I mean, I assume it's like you know, he's like seeing him in the past or something. But I don't know, it didn't seem like it, you know? That's my only confusion, really. My only confusion. You know, what if we did Minecraft in real life? You think if we mined something in real life and then we crafted it in real life, that would be like Minecraft, you know, in real life? You know, I think this is some big brain energy going on right now. I think, honestly, if we all put our brains together, we can come up with some smart ideas. I was actually watching this video the other day because I was just, I don't know, I was just doing something and I needed background noise. This dude bought a bunch of property in Canada, and then using the trees, the spruces, on his property, he built a log cabin house. And I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I might be a little bit arrogant. I think I could do that. I really think I could. And the thing is I already know how to, like, build a house pretty much. I'm not in carpentry, but I have been on sites where I've performed carpentry tasks, just not a whole house from start to finish. I've just been in through, like, every task, just not all together in, like, a single time, you know, because you can't really do that. They're kind of, like, spread off on different projects and stuff. But crazy. Not that long ago, like 20 years past. No, exactly. First, we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft! So good. So good. Bro, actually goated movie. The best movie of all time. Somebody asked me, they're like, have you seen the Minecraft movie? I'm like, who do you take me to be? Like an uncouth swine? Of course I've seen the Minecraft movie. If I haven't, then I'd have been a disgrace. Like, bro, are you telling me I'd sit here stream Minecraft like every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? I haven't seen the freaking movie. Like, bro, that was the peak of cinema. The absolute peak cinema. I have never seen such a wonderful movie. I do not watch movies. The only movies I've watched are Dune, Hunger Games, Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds, fire. Both are fire movies. The Mario Bros movie, fire. Really fire. And also, there was something else I watched. Well, this really bad horror movie, which I learned I do not care for horror movies because they're stupid and predictable, and I can predict literally anything about them. They're quite predictable, I fear. But there was something else that I watched. I don't recall what it was. I really don't, but I think I went with my father to see it, and I don't know what. I don't know what. I wanted to go see the Hatsune Miku movie, like the Hatsune Miku colorful stage movie that came out, but my little tiny movie theater in my area isn't it's not big enough to get that type of stuff. We have, like, literally, like, I don't know, maybe, like, 7 theaters, which is good for our area, that's for sure. Really good for our area. But it's pretty far away. It's, like, 45 minutes away from where I live. It's pretty far. It's pretty far. I'll tell you guys that. I'll tell you guys that. Pretty much. I remember this one website where you can play Minecraft in school. Like, not a knockoff Minecraft. The actual Minecraft game. No way! Wait, drop the website. Like, don't do a link. But just, like, how do you get to it? And if you have to do a link, then, I mean, whatever. Just, whatever. You know? But freaking, how do you do that? Because I have a whole 2 days of school left. And I get bored pretty... I have 2 days of school left. And I get bored quite easily, if you must know. So it would be kind of nice. Why are people spamming random names in the chat? Chat, what is going on? Alrighty. We only have 3 more titanium we need. We're getting pretty close to our goal. Thankfully that fallen star isn't nearby us, so we won't have an issue with star sentry. So, titanium. Are you mining it? No, they totally are. My greed is everlasting. Cookie Run Kingdom reference? I don't remember. It was a while ago. Fair enough, honestly. Because, you know, I bet they have it banned where my school stands. They're actually really good at banning stuff to the point where they actually ban too much. And I'm like, bro, I literally need this for my assignment. And they're like, oh, my bad, gang. And then they unblock it. But I'm like, dude, just unblock everything, perhaps, you know? That would be kind of, you know, goated, you know, school. Like, you know, that would be kind of nice. They do not unblock anything. I literally send it to my teachers, because there's, like, a thing where you can send it to your teachers. It's like, send this to your teachers for this to be unblocked. I send it to my teachers, and even they can't unblock some of the websites. I'm like, dude, why can you not unblock cool math games? Like, I'm doing cool math in games. That it sounds pretty educational to me. Ridiculous. You know one game that I occasionally come back to, like, once every 5 years, which is, like, some random math game? It's Prodigy. Like, the math game Prodigy that you do, like, on the web. I actually should load that up someday. Because I'm not even gonna lie with you, chat. I'm not even gonna lie with you. It's kind of fire. It's kind of fire to come back to. I don't know why. It's just fun. Sometimes is the keyword. Sometimes it's fun to just kind of load it up and see what's kind of going on, you know? Because they've got tons of different stuff they do. Oh, this is the last one. Yo, last one. Who's this? No way. I don't have to go all the way back to the Kings. This is like the Ditto Blobs all over again. Oh my gosh. You got 2 days left. I got 2 weeks left, maybe 3 weeks even. You know, Basket Random, my school hasn't even blocked that yet. Basket Random? Is that like a basketball thing? And for 2 days, technically I technically have 3 weeks left, but because I'm graduating as a senior, what I have are excused absences. So I can basically just not show up to school and they won't count me for anything. But I'm pretty sure I have so many numerous absences that I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably show up. Yikes. That's gonna suck. Oh, Prodigy. I remember my entire class was grinding it this one day, but it fell off after a while. It really did. They had, like, gosh, they had tons of cool stuff. And then they got this update where they made everything look more realistic. And it just looks ass now. Like, okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pull up a reference picture. Prodigy. Math game graphics before and after. Like, it's seriously, ugh. It's so bad. Like, you know, there's a point where pixel art is good. And pixel art is such a cool medium, you know? Like, people who do pixel art good are actually so good at what they do. Here, let me pull this up. So, this image I'm about to pop up on my screen, trigger warning if you hate art that looks bad. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is like a thumbnail to a YouTube video. So it used to be really pixelated, like the one on the left, and it looked so cool. Like, you can just tell the difference. It looks really cool on the left. Cool. It looks really cool. I don't know what's going on with the hairstyle and the bandana, but, like, look at the armor. It looks so much sharper and so cool. But then you look on the right, the hair is better, but besides that, it all looks bad. It all looks horrible. It gives like uncanny valley, and I used AI to put my own eyes in on this photo to make it move. Like, the eyes look like they're real, and the rest of it is like really cartoon. It is disgusting. Ew, yeah, exactly! It's bad! It's horrible! Like, freaking, oh my gosh, dude. I would pull up Prodigy, but I'm pretty sure it has like my school account with my name on it, and that's not pretty chill. But yeah, no, and also the math doesn't go up to 12th grade, I'm pretty sure, so I can't really play it and get some good practice out of it, so I literally just go and change my grade occasionally to see if I can just, you know, kind of get a different amount of, you know, exposure to different types of, what are they called, grade levels of math. It's all the same, it really is. Alright, so we need to mine 350 mithril ore, which is going to take quite the while. If I had to choose a place to mine, I would probably go to the lava springs, but we can't really go there. So we might want to go here, because this looks like a good area. Sorry, my eye is bugging out. Like, actually... crashing out, bro. Actually crashing out. Alright, we're good. So we're gonna be here for a while, it looks like. Oh wow, I'm actually mining faster than I feel like I was, like, literally just like 2 minutes ago, but okay. You know what, whatever, that's fine. That's fine. Maybe it's because we're close to this emissary. Maybe that's why. Ew, I already know your name? Yes, but I mean my full name. I mean my full name. I do not want people to know my full name for various reasons. The biggest one being I have a very unique last name. It is not something I want to give to the public, that's for sure. Not very interested in giving that out. That would definitely compromise me very fast. So I would not like to give that information away if I can help it. Your name is, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Give me my name. What is my name? Go ahead. Go ahead, I'm curious, I'm curious, I'm curious. Bros looking up, like, common names online. It probably is a common name now that I think about it, honestly. I wonder if it is. I could look it up and see. It would just be the first name, though. La la la. La la la. You know, it always says mining 19 on the side left of my screen, which I don't understand because I'm at mining 20. I don't know if it's just messed up like that or something. Oh wait, I don't need titanium. What am I doing? This is a good spot to mine mithril though. Wow. There's just tons of areas where you can just mine around, you know? Tons of areas. And then my freaking armadillo is slowly crawling its way over to me, waiting to block every single one of the mithril in my area, so I cannot mine any of it. Because isn't that just the most lovely thing my little pet armadillo can do? I got it. It's endocrine debois ariskstrudgerend. That's your full name, definitely. Didn't spam random letters. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed. You got the last name. The last name is perfect, actually. Chat, if you look that up, and then you look up, my first name is Catherine with a C. Catherine with a C. If you look that up, that's me. That's literally me, chat. That's literally me. Quite literally. Quite literally. That is actually me. I am going to admit it. I'm going to admit to it. That's what it is. Everything. Everything. I think my favorite part about my name is probably my middle name, to be honest. Which you guys don't get to know because, not because it's unique. It isn't like some basic shit like Elizabeth or Marie or Anne, which honestly, no hate to those people. I'm just glad I don't have that as my middle name because I'd sound freaking, I'm gonna go colonize a country as much as I could. Like, bro, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. But it just sounds really boring. I got a really cool middle name from, like, my grandfather's name. It's really cool. Really cool. Or it's like a piratey kind of name, too. It's cool. It could be somebody's first name, but it can't really be, like, the last name. I don't imagine. I don't imagine. Yeah. Zappy potato. Alright, my armadillo is low-key, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit dumb, but it's a cute armadillo. So you know what? We forgive and we forget. That's what we do, okay? And we forget probably more than we forgive, because I'm a petty person, but I don't remember anything. So, take that with a grain of salt. Take that with a grain of salt, you know? You know? Honestly, you know, there's something about pettiness that comes off as a good thing rather than a bad thing sometimes. You know, if somebody is, really, you know, petty, they kind of typically, they are a bit more kind of, you know, motivated and a bit more fueled by hate than those who aren't petty. You know, it's a weird concept, but, you know, it has some fact behind it in a way. It has some fact behind it. Okay? It has some fact behind it. Because, you know, if somebody's petty, they hold grudges, that means that they have, you know, enemies that, you know, kind of fuel their distaste. They're like, you know what, I'm gonna prove them wrong, like, stuff like that, you know. I'm very much that type of person. Very much, very much. You know, I like proving people wrong. And when people hate on me, especially for being too weird or anything, I'm like, you know, you're beefing with somebody who's literally just gonna use this to my advantage, like, their advantage, you know? Love it when people beef with me. It's... Did I just... I thought I heard something. This random dude is here. Going somewhere. Okay. Well, going somewhere indeed. I'm not... Hey, I got something! What'd I get? You should go talk to Marigold? Bro, who is Marigold? I don't know who Marigold is, but you know what? Let's go ahead and mine some of this really quick. Let's go ahead and mine some of this real quick. To be honest, you don't look like a Catherine to me. I would think your first name would be like Emily or something like that. Really? Wow. Actually, I kind of see it now. I'll be back in a minute, BRB. Alright, you got it. Emily. Dang. Ah, interesting. Huh. I would have never expected myself to be an Emily. That just gives, like, all the Emilys I've met are, like, very straight hair, blonde brunette, and they carry Stanleys and stuff. Which I've got something similar, but, like, I don't know, like, the oft-brand version, I guess. The oft-brand version of the Stanley. Basically just a big water bottle, I don't know. Alright, in about 6 minutes, I'm gonna start chowing down on this honey bun, bro. Literally start chowing down on this honey bun. Because I am literally so excited to eat. Of course, you know, what's new with that? What is new with eating? Honestly, with me. I love eating. Eating is my favorite thing I can do. If anybody says, oh, you know, eating isn't my favorite activity, they're freaking lying. They're lying and they're a fake person. They're an alien. They're trying to fit in with society and the ideals of not talking about those things. But in reality, everybody talks about them. You know, food is just the best. Food is just the best. Okay? There's no denying it. No denying it. When food is, like, good and it's also helps your cognitive functions, your physical functions, and your mental functions, and your motor functions, it's the best, okay? It's the best. You can't disprove it. It's good. Very good thing to have. That's for sure. That's for sure. Let's check how close we are. Around like 200. That's not too bad out of 350. Not too bad out of 350. We have a full... Dropping was cancelled because the item is rare or a tool. Did I accidentally hit Q? I suppose I might have, because that would be the only thing to describe that. We have about 150 of these to mine left. I'm low-key sitting in the most random-ass ways, if y'all are wondering why the heck I'm, like, so far down or something. Ooh, man. I just, like, moved my shoulders weird, bro. Just moved my shoulders weird. You know when you're sitting and you just gotta, like... You just gotta hit one of these occasionally, you know? You just gotta sometimes just hit one of these. Where you're just like, you know, you're just sitting a little differently. AKA, like, I'm currently like standing, crouching on my chair. I don't know. I don't know. If I sit any other way right now, I think I'm actually going to become fried, is the issue. I think I'm actually gonna become fried. Alrighty. We're sitting crisscross applesauce, guys, because I'm about to... This chair's not big enough for this. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Alright, anyways, we're gonna keep on doing this for now until my legs literally go numb, and they already are, but that's okay. I can just lock in, I suppose. I can just lock in and hopefully clock in. I've been using that term now that I just kind of like, I low-key came up with it, but I bet other people have come up with it too. Clock in and lock in. I think my employers should start saying that to me. I would, dude, literally, if employers said that to their employees, I honestly think that the production levels, like the efficiency, would go up like 200%. I'm not even gonna lie. I genuinely think if employers said that to their employees, the efficiency that their employees have would go up so high. I'm not playing, okay? I'm not playing because I'm clocked in and locked in. That's all. That's all. So when I employ you all for manual labor one day in my Hypixel Skyblock island, clock in and lock in, chat. Clock in and lock in. Once you're clocked in, you better be locked in if you want your $13 an hour pay. Which is good. Bad. I don't know. Is that good or bad? I haven't checked the minimum wage in my state for a long time, actually, now that I think about it. That's just the randomest one that popped into my head. Back in the day, that used to be considered like a really good wage. I remember that. My parents told me when I first got a job for minimum wage, whatever the heck it is in my state. They're like, you know, that's pretty good, because back in the day, milk only cost 25 cents. It only costs 25 cents, and I'm like, that is great, mother. That is great, father. But it does not nowadays. Milk now costs $8 at Costco, and that's in bulk. Imagine what it's like at freaking like at Sheetz. I don't know, bro. I can't think of Walmart, Target, something like that. You know, that's pretty close enough, honestly, pretty close enough. There's a line that you gotta draw, you know, a line that that I draw, and I'm like, listen, this is how much I'm willing to spend on something, because everything nowadays is so expensive, dude. Everything nowadays is really expensive, especially, I think in cities is where it's quite expensive, but, like, you know, I went out, with one of my friends to coffee, about, like, you know, 4 or 5 days ago. Dude, freaking crazy amount of money just to get a, what's called a lemon muffin and a decaf dairy-free mocha, because I can't have caffeine because I'll die, and I also can't have milk because I'll die, okay? I'm not making it complicated on purpose. It would be much more complicated if, freaking, you know, I went into cardiac arrest. It would be kind of a little bit worse if I went to, like, anaphylactic shock, you know? That would be a little bit more complicated than a decaf oat milk order for coffee or mocha or something like that. Loki, I don't know how people drink coffee. I only realized how people do it when I had that mocha the other day at this one specific coffee shop. There's a lot of places that sell coffee that don't do it correctly. It's either too bitter, it's either too sweet. Usually it's too sweet. And I went there and I realized, like, the taste of bitter. I've never actually tasted something where bitter is such a prevalent taste. You know? Like, where bitter is like an actual taste on the taste buds and not just like a nasty sensation when something's wrong. It's like an actual delicacy of its own. And freaking, I was like, dang, this is actually kind of good, because I had this lemon muffin to eat it with, which was like super sweet. So I'd like, you know, eat some of the lemon muffin, I'd drink some of my coffee, not together, of course, but like, you know, just to kind of balance it out after I've like, you know, swallowed each one, because I'm not weird where I like, you know, I'm not weird where I like, you know, drink something and then I also eat while something's in my mouth. That's kind of weird. But not specifically a me thing. Not specifically a me thing. 15 titanium ore. Well, that's great. I have a bunch of titanium ore just right around here. Don't mind if I do. I'll just casually mine it all up. For the king! For the king! Yeah. You know, it's kind of interesting. We haven't gotten a single mine event that's the goblin raid. It's kind of annoying. I was expecting more, but I mean, RIP, RIP. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. We're actually finding quite a bit of this. Alright, we're already at 6, which is already almost halfway. Almost halfway. If we find one more, we'll technically be halfway, and then we find 2 more, we'll be over halfway. Pretty nice. Alright, so we've got 6 out of 15 right now. See, it's sometimes always just better to go searching for titanium instead of finding it. Especially when you're poor like me, you know? You don't really have all of the fancy tools and stuff. It's a bit of a hassle, you could say. So, I'm gonna go look over here. Although I have a feeling that one guy I passed just maybe about like a 20 seconds ago. I have a feeling also looking for titanium, but I found some. I found some titanium. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Easy titanium. I want to go to the lava area, and hopefully there'll be some titanium there. Hopefully is the keyword here, chat. Hopefully is the keyword. Oh, there's somebody up there. I was like, oh my gosh, I see something, then I realized, oh wait, somebody's literally mining right next to it. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure that's a big sign. There's some titanium here on the left, so let's go grab that. I don't think there's any up here, no. Okay. Ooh, there's 2. I didn't even see the other one. I only saw this one. 2 more. So actually, we have 9. We only need 6 more after. Ooh, 5 more. Make it 5 more, chat. 5 more. 5 more after this one. Then, we'll be pretty gold. I love it when I'm able to get good stuff easily. It's so fun. It's when all the rich people just leave their stuff lying around that they don't need. It's nice. Alright, I don't see anything kind of around here, around this area. So I assume that the titanium I seek is perhaps over here in the lava spring, if that's what they're called. I keep forgetting that what they're called. Lava springs. They're called lava springs. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's see, let's see, let's see. Any titanium. Any titanium. I don't see any titanium, but you know what? There's always a first. Oh, that's not very good. Alright, alright, alright. Looks like somebody was up here. Anything up here? No, it doesn't look like anything's up here. I suppose I can go over to this side. I don't think there's anything over here either. Oh, there is! Oh, wow, wow, yeah, there is. So we just need 3 more. 3 more, 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Alright, alright. Oh! Let's go and check this area, too. Don't see anything over there. Don't see anything over here. Alright, so then it is time to check another area. We've checked in most of these areas by now. But we haven't really necessarily checked down below us as much. And we also haven't checked, like, over this area. Oh! Whoops. Whoops. Oh, that's unfortunate. I did not mean to fall all the way down, but you know what? It happens. We're gonna go check over here by the ice walkers, which somebody's killing all of them, which is kind of nice in this case scenario specifically. Because I want to go and see if there's any titanium around. Which this guy has titanium. Which I am going to steal 2 of them if this guy does not mind. 3 of them, actually. Usually, when people just have tons laying around, I'm like, they're not looking for them, you know? They're just looking for the what's it called, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty much. Alright, so we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna find this royal compass. Alright, this way, this way, this way. I think the one that we were at earlier is the closest emissary, which finally I understand what that is. It's just, you know, the dude who gives you the quests and you accept quests and you complete quests. Yep. Pretty much. Hey, that was a good... oh, I did not mean to do that. My apologies. Nice. Alright, 250 mithril ore and Rampart's quarry. How close are we to getting to the next heart of the mountain is what I want to know. Oh, wow, we're really close. We're really close. And then we'll be 1 tier closer to getting to the Crystal Hollows. Honestly, I think these commissions might be a daily thing, like the daily commissions, instead of something that we do like occasionally, you know? So let's go ahead and get this tier 3. Let's go ahead and just get that. That'll be pretty nice, pretty nice. Then we can get some time to kind of maybe chill a bit. Alright, Rampart's quarry, so we're gonna need to go over here. Rampart quarry, my apologies. These star sentries are quite aggressive. So we're just gonna skirt kind of around them. Hopefully we can get to a slightly better area that's, you know, not where they are. Oh, this is a good area. I think I like this. I like this. Actually, no, I don't. Actually, yeah, I do. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. Let's see here. Let's see. So we only need 250, which is less than what we just had to do. So that's good. That's good. Very good. So we're just gonna stay here and, you know, kind of mine over time, and hopefully everything should work out pretty chill. Pretty good. So, fun fact, chat. Actually, depending on when we end this, we might actually be able to do this at the end of the stream, but we'll have to see kind of what's going on and, you know, what's on the agenda, per se. Because I have this drum set I got. And I don't mean like a whole drum set. It's like this thing you plug into your computer, and or like something with like a cable cord thing. And I think if you hit it, it plays noises. I don't know how to use it exactly, but all I know is that I think low-key, for years I've been thinking, you know, if I was in marching band and I had full reign over what I would, you know, pick as like my instrument, I would pick drums, okay? And the reason is I just love percussion, bro. And also I just sit and like drum my fingers and like low-key, I beatbox, but not actually. Like, you know when you low-key, like you don't know how to do something, so you just give it a try and you're like, that sounds good enough, like that. Like, not beatboxing, but you know, it actually sounds decent enough that it's like a form of it. It's just a really bad, unpolished form of it. Like, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's basically so bad that you can't really call it beatboxing because it's not professional beatboxing, but it's not so bad you cannot tell what it is. It's good enough you can tell what it is. It's just like, wow, that's bad. Like, really bad job. Pretty much. That's how it be. You know, I just got a random thought. Like, a really random thought. It came out of nowhere, too. I have this childhood friend that I don't really talk to very much because we go to different schools and stuff. But I used to go over to her house, and her family would always feed me these, like, vegetables and stuff. Like, tons of vegetables and, you know, stuff like that. Really interesting. I remember I never really got vegetables growing up, or, like, got fruits sometimes, but I was just such a picky kid. I would only eat like mac and cheese and, you know, chicken nuggets. And honestly, I'm the same way now, except I can't eat the mac and cheese for, you know, I can't. I'm like allergic to dairy on at least some kind of level. So yeah, that doesn't quite work. And my mother constantly talks about mac and cheese. She's like, I love the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. I love all that stuff. I'm like, Mother, please, please. Why are you talking to me about this? And she's like recommending it to me. And I'm like, woman, like I can't even have it. Like, why are you telling me all about this? Like, I love hearing about, you know, how passionate you are about the mac and cheese. But why are you telling me? Why are you telling me to try it? I can't have it. I can't have it. What do you mean, try it? Freaking crazy, bro. Actually crazy. Wild work. Wild work. That's for sure. That's for sure. Oof. Earned a lot of XP for playing Skyblock. That's what we did. That's what we did. Alrighty. We're getting closer and closer to the thing we need to get to. We're almost only 100 blocks away from our goal. Okay, chat, we're only around 100 blocks away from what we need to get to, which is 250. So we're around 150 right now. Okay, we're around 150. It's good. Good, good, good. Very good. So, if we just keep on mining this, hopefully we won't get too much titanium. Although I'm not promising anything because low-key, I feel like we're getting more and more titanium every time we don't need it, which is honestly kind of frustrating. More than it is nice. And the thing is like, you know, it's nice if I get, you know, one that I need to mine titanium with, but somebody will probably have already plundered it by then, you know? Somebody will already have come by and they're like, oh my gosh, it's a ton of titanium. I can use this for my commissions, and then just eat it all up like a big oaf. And then they just move on with their day, and it's like, no, I was saving that. But honestly, fair enough. You know, yep, see, they're already coming, they're already coming. They're already here. You missed one over there. Missed one over there. Yeah, over there. No. Oh, no, I'm trying to direct you. Hey, wait, bro, come over here. There's one over here. Yeah, there you go. Like trying to direct this guy to another one, because I know it takes a second for them to all, like, you know, come out and, like, you know, I don't know, like, to mine and shit. But, you know, that's okay. That's fine. It takes a minute. It takes a second. My stuff keeps doing its stuff. Not quite what I need. My stuff keeps doing its stuff. Wow, that's very descriptive, chat. Very descriptive. Isn't it? You mined that one, right? Yeah, they mined that one. Okay, nice. Chill. Alright, we're getting close to our goal that we need for the mithril, which is nice. So hopefully, if we're able to get that, we'll be pretty good. Pretty good, hopefully. It's always that block. That block is always the one that turns into titanium. So odd. I don't get it. Huh, weird. Anyways. I love this little armadillo. I love it so much. Gosh. I love the pets in this game. I'm not even gonna lie. The pets in this game are, like, a lot of them are, like, cute. A lot of them are cool. You got some funky ones, which honestly is, if they're funky, but they're, like, you know, aesthetically, like, they're cool, that's pretty cool. You know, that's pretty cool. However, a lot of times they aren't, which is a bit of a contradiction, you know? Bit more of a whole thing. Excuse me. I just, like, burped, but it, like, wasn't a burp, you know what I mean? It's literally always that block. I don't know why it just keeps turning into, titanium. This one, too, it seems. Interesting. Alrighty. We're getting pretty close to what we need to get to. What we need to get to. Yes, that is the proper terminology. I turned around and it's still there, actually. I was expecting it to be gone, not gonna lie. Alright. We're getting pretty close to what we need to finally finish it off. Chat, are we ready to level up our Heart of the Mountain to tier 3? It is a momentous occasion. It takes quite a lot. It takes quite a lot of time, that's for sure. That's for sure. Not as much time as you'd expect, but at the same time, more time than you'd expect, you know? The Royal Mines? Oh good, that's not nearby. Oh! I'm done. I'm done. Is that guy still around here? I would point him toward that, but you know what? That's okay. Oh! There's emissaries. I keep forgetting about that. Alright, alright. I think this one is probably in here, I assume? Yeah. Definitely. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Emissary Carlton. Hello, Carlton. 250 mithril ore in the upper mines. Ooh, I leveled up! Skyblock leveled up. Now I'm level 30. Look. Heart of the Mountain, tier 3. 2 tokens of the mountains, 1 forge spot. New forgeable items. W chat, W. You know what this calls for? When you feel like you've done a lot of hard work. Hold on, let me just itch my eye. When you feel like you've done a lot of hard work, you reward yourself with a sweet treat. Oh, and also you get the hell out of the way because this Star Sentry seems a little bit too sentient. So I'm going to leave the area before I get absolutely slaughtered. Preferably getting into the area once my bank takes my coins. Once the bank takes my coins, we will be fine. What the? Chat, what was that? I don't think I've seen that happen before. That was interesting. I went like backwards. Fascinating. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Cool. Anyways, where am I going? Oh, right. I'm going over here. Alrighty. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? I'm just gonna, you know, deposit all my coins. 4.8 million. Let's make that 5 million, chat. Let's make that 5 million. This is the treat for all the hard work we did to get to tier 3 today, okay? To get the Heart of the Mountain tier 3. This is this is the treat we get, okay? Does it have dairy? Obviously, it has icing. However, the difference is that it is not so much in a highly concentrated form. So what you do, I already have some other stuff taken care of. You take lactase enzymes, or I take lactase enzymes, and you take it with your first bite. Helps the digestion process. My mouth is itchy. You know, you never really know when you're allergic to something if you just eat it so much. You associate the flavor, like it being some type of like intense flavor, for it being like an allergy, you know? I just always assumed my mouth watered because I was big and fat and hungry, but no, I'm pretty sure it's an allergic thing. Interesting, isn't it? So we're gonna go and check out this forge area because I'm kind of curious, but I'm gonna go over here by the lava springs. Yes, I got it right! Lava springs. Right by Super Sharky 999. We're gonna go down. Boop. That was actually like really close. I'm not even gonna lie. See how it said there are blocks in the way? Really close. Could you give me some money? Or Necron armor, please, please? How much money are you looking for, man? How much money? How much money? Where do I go to get a freaking drill? Hold on. Oh, forger. Oh! So this is where I do things. Refining gear. I've never seen this before. Huh. Forge pets. I can make a mole? I want it immediately. My goodness. My goodness. T-Rex? I want a T-Rex. A goblin. Ankylosaurus. Oh wait, there's other things I can do. I was just looking at one. Hold on. Tools? Oh, these are the drills. I need refined mithril, fuel canister, and a drill motor. That seems like a lot of hard things to get. Like, what kind of money are you looking for, man? Like, I assume just Hypixel Skyblock money, or like items, or because I do not have Necron. I assume the money you're looking for is like 1 billion coins, and I only have 4.8 million in total. Freaking crazy, bro. Freaking crazy. Gosh, you know, the freaking stuff I donate is like maybe like 300k, and that's like literally all I can freaking afford, dude. It's actually crazy. Forge your ore into various tools, forging. Hold on, I'm like, oh, this is how you do it. Oh, I see. Interesting. Maybe we should get a drill then, huh? Interesting. So they go higher and higher with the drill before them, I assume. With the drill before them. Hold on, let me see. Refined mithril, fuel canister, drill, motor. So refined mithril. How do you get refined mithril? Hold up. Oh, here. Lol. Enchanted mithril 160. Damn. That's a lot. I guess that's why they always say to get drills. Good lord. They're expensive as heck. They better be giving me some good stuff. I can literally feel my mouth tingling, bro. And the chills down my back as I eat this thing I'm allergic to. So worth it. With allergy pills. Wait. If I take this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I make an enchanted cobblestone and it frees up 2 spaces. 2 spaces. Ow. Delicious. Alright. We have about an hour left. An hour left. Let me think. It has been quite a day at the mines. Been quite a day at the mines. How is my caps lock off? On? Oh, it's my pet. I was like, bro, who is that? Terrifying. Terrifying. Alright. I don't remember my cake looking like this. Why is there another star on it? Is this normal? I don't feel like that's normal, but you know what? Whatever. These ones don't have another stars on it, do they? No, they don't have stars. Weird. Ditto blob. Ditto blob. So cute, bro. So cute. Delicious. I think the guy who was begging for money saw how broke I was and damn. Imagine being so broke that people come into your chat and they're like, hey, can you donate to me? And then I'm like, yeah, sure, I can donate. And then they literally see how broke I am and they go, oh, never mind. I'm not gonna get anything good. That's all speculative, though. That could be the case. That could not be the case, but it would be funny if that was, you know? Really funny. I'm back, but only for like a minute because I gotta go to bed. So see you, everyone. Have a good day, and tomorrow if I don't see you, have a nice night, Omega channel. I hope you have a nice night, alright? It was wonderful seeing you in the chat again. Absolutely. Love talking with you. You're great. Alright, have a nice night, man. Get some sleep, for sure. Oh, where am I going? Hold on. Let me just take some time to eat this freaking honey bun, bro. If I'd multitask, my body will not be able to handle the dairy. I'll... Always leave the middle of the honey bun for last. And then put it face down. My ring light just fell off. Wow, that is bright. Good lord. Cool lighting looks best on stream. Don't ask me why. I do not know why. Thank you, you two. See ya. See ya. See ya, man. You know, honestly, what if I showed you guys my true capabilities as an architect? You know? This is like a reward for meeting our goal for today, you know? It's quite early, though. I might want to do something else. Reanimated paint. Oh, right. I'm always looking at this stuff and I'm like, bro, what is that? Let's actually see. Let's see what other skills we can work on. Our combat is actually pretty close to 19. Just, you know, classic stuff. Farming 14, fishing, mining. They say mining, one of the best things is just going and getting the promising shovel from Ricky or whatever his name is in Spider's Den and just going at it on tons of sand. Just absolutely going at it. Because, you know, that gives you like a ton of XP or something. Absolutely wonderful. Foraging, enchanting, alchemy. I say we go mine some sand. I'm gonna go get, probably around, like, 7,000 coins, because that's probably around what we need. And maybe we should also do some relic hunting, too. Alright. We're gonna walk there because I feel like it. Okay? Who says we need fast travel when we can just walk? Okay? When we can just walk. Alright. Wonderful. Why is my Snapchat? 1 second. What is this? My Snapchat just said, hey, you remember this? And this is the photo. Like, yes. Thank you. I do remember that. I'm so glad that I look like a little menace. Yes, thank you. My gold rimmed glasses and everything. Freaking crazy, bro. Those are nice glasses, by the way. I love these. You know, they say, fun fact, for anybody who might be struggling out there with the right pair of glasses and they're like, man, I look bad or something. Hold out your arm like this, okay? Your arm like this. You need good lighting. So let me just take this ring light and just, you know, put it up a bunch of notches. You want to look at the veins in your forearm. When you put your forearm up, you want to look at both of them, okay? You want to look at both of them. If you have like kind of light green blue veins, you're warm tone, aka you look good in gold. If you have like really dark purpley ones, like, and I mean like dark purple, if it has even a hint of green, it's green pretty much. If you have blue, then silver looks better on you. Fun fact, and that's for everybody no matter what skin color you are. It's something I've learned. And so then I have both, so I would look good in whatever. Because, you know, I'm just built different than everybody else, obviously. And what was I looking for? Oh, Ricky, right. But that's how you tell what kind of jewelry you should take, okay? And that's how I came onto the fact that I look good in these glasses that are gold. Because even though I can wear both, I look slightly better in gold than silver. Slightly better in gold. I'm slightly more warm-toned, pretty much. Why am I fishing? Ah! That's my grappling hook. Let's just switch that out. Deadly Soul-Stealer bow. Do I have any arrows? What the fuck? When did I get this? This is not some... Okay. That's going in the back of my inventory. I don't know where the hell I got that. No clue. No clue? What the hey? Spider jockey! Oh, it's literally just lame. 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 Hello? Chat? What was that? I mean, when everything just makes a random noise, like, bro, what? Okay, well, anyways. Yeah, Ricky should be right over here, so let's just go ahead. Yeah. Right over here, right over here. Oh, it's Rick, my bad. Come back with the right amount of items. What do you mean? Oh, 2 iron ingots. I don't think there's iron ingots around here, buddy. Buckaroo, I don't think. Can I find those here? Hold on, let's just go into the hub and get literally 2 from the bazaar. It'll be much, much, much easier. Oh, I forget that I always spawn over here. Oh, is it a full moon? Oh no, it's a crescent. It is the third quarter, the crescent, something like that. Waxing crescent. That is what it is. It's waning if it's on the left, is it not? Or am I wrong on that one? I feel like, yeah, it's waning if it's on the left side of if the sliver's on the left side of the moon, it's waning. If it's on the right side, it's waxing, so it's waxing. It's waxing. Oh, right, I was looking for 2 iron ingots. That's what I was looking for. Iron ingot. Ingot. I literally just need 2. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. I know it's gonna be filled anytime now. Yep, there it is. There it is. Alrighty. This is a bit faster. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find some place where, oh, there it is. There it is. I was like, bro, where's the spider's den? My goodness. Alright, here it is. Here it is. So we just follow this path and we'll eventually come across this man named Rick. Not Ricky, Rick. Who just wants the ingots. Yeah! Yeah! Promising shovel. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. Now what we do is we enchant the heck out of this thing. We enchant the heck out of this thing. Okay, actually it might be better if we warp home instead, honestly. So, we have this enchanting setup, which is honestly kind of bad, but it'll work for what we need it to do, okay? Efficiency, soak, touch, just efficiency. Efficiency 5. Yeah. Alright. And we don't need smelting touch or soak touch either. So, efficiency 5. Now, are you ready to witness? Are you ready to bear witness to the ultimate craziness that this thing can do? Are you ready? Because it's not ready. It kind of needs to, you know, get a repertoire of blocks. You see how it has this blocks broken thing? The more blocks it breaks, the more it gets faster. The faster it gets. To the point where no matter how fast you're going, it won't matter because the shovel will always want to go faster than you. Isn't that sad? It's always destined. It's destined to end in tragedy. So what you do, chat, is you just find an area with a bunch of cacti like this, and you just, you know, hit one of these. And you just kind of, you know, you just do all this. Just do all this. You know, full inventory, you're going to get that a lot. Get a lot of that. You can usually go much faster than this, but I'm just really slow right now. I guess just because I'm not exactly sure. What is this? I don't know what that is. Anyways. Oh, and we also have a jungle pickaxe. Huh. I didn't even realize I had that. You know, that might be better than what I have. That genuinely might be better than what I have. Mithril-wise. Hold on. So yeah, you can use the promising shovel and it gets faster and faster the more you do it, but you have to kind of keep up. Like, I'm too slow, but I mean, as you can see, I mean, you get a decent amount of XP from it. It just takes a while, okay? It just takes a while. So if we visit Portal, then we go and we try again. and we say we visit portal, and we try again, and again, and again, and again, until finally we get in, and then we say, I want to go to the Dwarven Mines. We can actually see which pickaxe is better, because I'm genuinely kind of curious. I'm too lazy to check the stats. It all talks in the way that you get something from the mining. So, let's put this in 3. Okay. The Mithril Pickaxe. Mine's about that fast. This one, I think honestly mine's about the same. But, you see the difference is that this one has Smelting Touch and Fortune 3. This one doesn't have all those. It has a minus speed of 410, and it has a minus speed of 440, so this one's actually a low-key better, which honestly is kind of funny to me. It's really funny, honestly. Don't ask about my axe, by the way. That's just how it is. That's just how it is, okay? I just have a gold one, okay? Don't ask. Alright. So, we're gonna check our collections, because thinking about what kind of is a good thing to do, I'm kind of considering... We have Jungle Wood 9, right? Jungle Wood. We have the Jungle Axe recipe, which is... It's decent. It's decent. We have Enchanted Jungle Wood and 2 sticks. So we might have enough at our base to make one. Let's see if we can. I don't think so. I don't think we will, but... yeah, probably not. But I've heard it's pretty good. But I've also heard the Tree-minator. There's something like the Tree Exterminator. Is also pretty good. Pretty good. Extreminator or something. It's like some type of play on words like that. Tree Capitator. That's what it is. Alright, so what's the lowest price for this? 1.6 million isn't the worst. I mean, it's not good. It's not too bad. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, it might be worth it. Honestly, that's what a lot of people use, you know? That's what a lot of people use. This one has efficiency 5. We could just put that on it, you know? It's not a big issue. Not a big issue at all. Let's get the Tree Capitator, guys. Let's get the Tree Capitator, you know? You only live once, and also I think it's gonna be really useful for what we need. So, let's just, you know... Oh, that's my pet rock. I guess I should put that in my menu. Let's see. So, 1.6, so let's get... Alright. 1.7 million. So that much. Yes, 1.7 million. Nice. We still have quite a lot in the bank account, which is pretty good. This guy seems a little bit confused on why he can't pick up my stuff. But that is okay, because it's a good life lesson, okay? It's a good life lesson. This has been, right? Buy it now, yeah, okay. Nice. Let's just go ahead and get that. And then we can replace our shabby golden axe with it. Alright. Now, let's go back to, let's just use this portal, honestly. Let's go back to the base. And enchant it. With what, you might ask? Literally, just... Yeah. W. Alright. Now watch this. If we want to go ahead and get our foraging maxed out, stuff is about to be a lot more easier, okay? Let's see what good stuff comes with this. Savannah Biome Stick, Repelling Candle recipe, that's good. Repelling Candle recipe, Savannah Bow. Acacia Birdhouse is interesting. Let's see, what does the birch have to offer? Sculptor's Axe. I don't know what a Sculptor's Axe is. That sounds like it could be useful. Medium Foraging Stick, Wood Cutting Crystal. Travel Scroll to the Park. Large Foraging Sack. That could be useful. A large Enchanted Foraging Sack. Large Enchanted Sack is more like it. My bad. Roof Forest Island Growth XP Discount. That's pretty good. Helmet of Growth, Chestplate of Growth, Leggings of Growth, Boots of Growth. That doesn't seem like it would be something that's good, but I could always be wrong. I mean, yeah, that's not too bad in general. Not too bad. And then we've got this. Spruce Leaves, Taiga, Spruce Woods, Mystery wolf pet, blah, blah, blah. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna go for birch unless there's like a plethora of people around it. Then I guess we'll go for something else. But let's go check this thing out. Let's go check to see how good this thing is, you know? I bet it's obviously good on a level. Like pretty good, you know? So let's just go ahead and give it a try. You know? Pretty nice. Let's make sure we get this fairy soul too. I don't really want to deal with it being in my field of vision for whenever I'm trying to come here. Nice. You've already found that fairy soul? Well, I'm glad that I could tell Bad Lion that. Freaking thinks I don't have it, though. Alright, hold on. Let's see. So how much of this does it do? Oh, nice. It does everything. Wow. Can I just, like, click and it just, like, does it for me? Yeah, it does. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Are there any big birch trees around here? Are there any at all? Is my question, you know? Like this one's pretty big. That one's pretty big. Pretty large tree. Alright, I'm already at Birchwood 4, which is good. I think as long as I just keep doing this, it'll be pretty fast for what I need. I just want to max it out and then we'll be good, you know? It's pretty easy, not gonna lie. It's nice. It's like actually relaxing when you're able to do something that isn't like super hard to do, you know? It's kind of nice. Nice little break in Hypixel Skyblock from everything else that's kind of chaotic, you know? Let's see. I wish that tree would respawn. I kind of want to chop it down just to see how much of it would give me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead. We've got Birch 5 already. Only about, what? Like, maybe, 6 more ones to go? There's like 11, I think. It's not quite letting me just, like, tear it down immediately, so I'm just, like... I'm just kind of trying to figure out what it wants me to do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take this tree and then I'm gonna head over here because there's a bit of competition in the area and I do not want to get wrapped up in it. Nice. 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 Honestly, I should have gotten this earlier like everybody was telling me to. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Nice when you don't have to do too much work for stuff like this. It's much more relaxing, that's for sure. Alrighty. Ooh, big tree. Big tree down. Yeah, that's a big tree down. Nice. Birchwood 6. Nice, nice. How did that not come down? Oh, weird. Man, I've become the people that I always loathed when I was doing wood. I'd always be like, why are you taking all my tree and stuff like that? But nah, it's nice. I see why people do it. I really do. I really see why people do that. It is nice indeed. You know, because I spent like maybe about like 3 hours just going and doing my freaking thing for jungle wood. Like tons of it, dude. Like literally tons of it for so long. Because I didn't have this little tree decapitator thing. But man, now that I have it, it is nice. It is nice. Really nice. Gosh. Man, so good. Makes progressing in the game so much easier. Oh, I have a full inventory. That's probably why. Honestly, I'm not gonna use any of that stuff. I know it's kind of bad to throw it out, but whatever. I'm not gonna use any of it, so you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, I want to go get the big tree. Nice. Absolutely lovely experience when you're able to just cut them all down at once. Cut them all down at once. Call me the freaking onceler, because I'm not letting these trees live, not even once. Actually decaying as soon as I cut them down. R.I.P. R.I.P. Nice, though. Nice. Quite a lot of birchwood around here, that's for sure. It's split up pretty evenly. Like, you know, at least pretty decently. You know, not too bad. Oh, man. Let's see, how much do I need to do for each time? Birch. Wow, I'm already at birch 7. That's crazy. Alright, well, let's see what else there is. I'm kind of curious, like, you know, what the biggest trees are and how to exactly do them, you know? Because that's the poor wording. But I'm wanting to see how big of a trees this axe thing can handle, you know? I haven't done spruce wood at all before. And it's already locked in, bro. It is already locked in. Pretty much. Already on level 2. Already on level 2. I don't think there's anything good here, but there is a satisfaction that comes with knowing that it's maxed out, and that's what I'm going for, you know? That's what I'm going for. Love it when things are maxed out. So satisfying. Literally so satisfying, bro. There we go. Good lord. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, we come over here. Yeah. Nice. Oh, I got that tree too. Did y'all see that? This is an interesting little thing. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. This is fun. Really fun. I like this. This is a fun one. And the noises are very satisfying. Very, very, very satisfying. You're just kind of walking around, you know, hitting all these different little wooden things called trees. What could be more relaxing than that? Definitely not the stuff that comes after, I'll tell you that. After you cut down all the trees. Where your oxygen at, homeboy? Oof. You're not gonna survive. You know, I kind of wonder if the whole world lost like a bunch of oxygen, and you know, I wonder if people as a whole would suffocate or certain people would live on while other people died. You know what I mean? Like, we're not fully getting rid of oxygen, we're just like, you know, it's a lot less than it was. Be kind of interesting. Interesting to think about. Thought-provoking, isn't it? Alrighty. We're just gonna go ahead and cut a few more of these, and then we're gonna... Yep, spruce wood 5 is pretty good for me. I'm kind of curious just what the other ones are like, you know? Like, the spruce trees didn't really have too much wood, but I think the dark oak ones over here will have tons. So I think it'll be kind of cool to, you know, cut them down, see what they're made of, in a way. Oh wow, yeah, I just cut half of it down, and then the other half of it down. Interesting, interesting. Well, that reminds me that little trial fire thing is here. I keep forgetting that that thing exists, not gonna lie. But you know what? That's fine. I come back and check on it every once in a while, and that's good. That's good. Good, good, good. Nice. What level am I at? 3, okay. Yeah, 4. Alright, can I get to 5? Can I get to 5? Nice, nice, nice. So satisfying, bro. And there's so much of it too. There's just so much wood. Like literally so freaking much. To the point where it's honestly a little obnoxious. But honestly, I prefer it to be a little bit obnoxious than a little bit underwhelming, you know? So keep on, is what I say to this. Oh, my bad. Here, gang, you can have that one. I feel like... Never mind. Oh, it's at 5. Alright, let's check our collections. I want to get them all up to 5. Acacia wood is needed. Oak wood. Oak wood and acacia wood need to be... get up to 5. Oh, and would you look at that? What's conveniently right here, chat? What's conveniently literally right here? Alright, level up to 3. Level up to 3. Let's see. Yeah, 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 4, 4. FNAF reference? Chat. Are we hip? My mom says that sometimes. You know, she's like, am I hip now? And I'm like, no, mother, but I appreciate you trying. And it's usually like talking about some outdated terms. And I'm like, no, 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 it's all wrong. It's all wrong. That's not how you say it, mom. That's not how you say it, mom. Trying to like coach her in the ways of the brain rot. And she low-key does not understand. But it's kind of funny. That's what makes it funny. You know? That's what makes it so funny. My dad's even worse. 100% worse. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't even stop to think about that now that I think about it. Yikes. Where are all the oak trees around here is my question. I'm only seeing birch trees, but I'm not seeing oak. So perhaps I am just not gonna get it, is what I'm hearing. That's what I'm literally hearing, pretty much. Let's see if Vanessa can help me. I have the power to conjure rain from the skies, but it'll cost you. Why would I want you to... Okay. Does this like make my XPI get better or something? I'm honestly a little bit confused, but you know what? Oh, it's fishing. You can get fish. Or a squid in this case. Let's get a squid, chat. Let's get a squid. Watch this. And boom, I got a squid. Watch this, I can get another squid. Boom, I got a squid. Wow, I'm so talented. Wow. How lovely. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think we might end stream at 11 tonight, just because of the fatigue. Thinking ahead to tomorrow, it will probably be a wiser decision to end it now, and then tomorrow we'll have tons of energy for Treat Thursdays, which I actually have an idea in mind, which is a bit more on the baking side, actually, a bit more on the baked goods and stuff, you know, a bit more on that side. That's what it's gonna be like. Pretty much. I love going on autopilot and then I just realize I'm doing something productive. Of course, I'm saying that as if Hypixel Skyblock in general is productive to the things going on. It is. It is. Okay? What would y'all think I was gonna say? It is not. I'm saying it is because it is, okay? Everybody who says it's not is just a hater, okay? Just literally just a hater. That's all they are. That's all they are, pretty much. Wow, I can't believe a minute's already gone by. It doesn't feel like it, but I mean, it's not raining anymore, so it's been a minute. Been a minute. It's been a year, actually, is the proper term for that. All right, let's see how close I am to getting to Birch. Yeah, okay, let's get to Birchwood 7, I think it is. And then I will sign off. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Why did not do the whole thing? There we go. See, I don't understand anything about this tree capitator thing, because sometimes it'll cut the whole thing down and sometimes it'll just not. It'll just be like, nah, I'm not really feeling it, man. Like, bro, what? Cut down the dang tree. It's not that hard. Not that hard at all. Alright, let's see here. We have... I'm kind of waiting for this tree to come back up, because I think that'll give me the rest of the stuff I need for what I need. But that's fine. I can just go to the stuff nearby it, honestly. You know? It won't take that long to get what I'm looking for, which is just Birchwood 7, I think. So, last time I checked it was like 1,900, so what is it at now if it's not already done, is my question. Oh, I was very wrong. It's currently at 4.7k. So, we need to do more, is what I'm hearing. So, let's just go around chopping, 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 chop, chop, chop. And eventually, we should be able to get to our milestone here pretty soon. Hey, there we go, there we go. Alrighty, alrighty. Oh, wait, that's not the right thing. There we go. That is not the right thing either. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Alrighty, we've got some birchwood. I'm just gonna shove it in one of these chests over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got our whole kebab nest. Don't ask me what a kebab nest is. Like, I don't know, the kebabs growing up or something like that. All in this whole entire island, to be honest. My whole island's pretty crazy. The chests are too, but honestly, it'll come with time, you know. It's coming with time. As we're learning more and more stuff, we're actually being more and more productive, you know? Like, that's the thing, that's the thing. So, check this out. This is our profile, chat. This is our profile, okay? Notice everything's pretty cool. Global level stats. Only 30. Yep. Don't have any of these. I'm not exactly sure what that stuff is. It says Slayer status. I don't know. We have a powder collection of Mithril. Lovely. Catacombs. We're getting pretty close to Catacomb 9 level. Catacomb level 9. Pretty good. I've done a lot of those with the professor. Let's see. I need to go put my purse away, obviously. And my inventory view is chaotic, very chaotic. But look at this. If I go to foraging, this stuff looks cool. This stuff looks cool. If I can get these all up to this or higher, it would look clean. Very clean. Very, very, very clean. I also should learn how to farm more, because it gives me a lot of different perks depending on what I do. Like, if I go to the collections farming and, like, say choose a random one, like a feather, it'll always give me something interesting, you know? It'll always give me something interesting, like a feather artifact. Or if I go to, let's go something easy, like wheat. You know, something pretty easy, like wheat. It gives me an agronomy sack. It also gives me farm armor, a large sack, and a large enchanted sack. And also an enchanted hay bale thing. So there are tons of different ways. There are tons of different ways to use everything. Tons of different ways to use everything, okay? Tons. You know, everything is up to your imagination, basically, on what you want to do. And that's pretty much how it works. So chat, I am going to end it here for tonight. Tomorrow we're going to be doing our Treat Thursdays, which is basically we're going to be in the kitchen cooking, baking, something along those lines. And my father, y'all will get to meet my father. His name's Kenty Boy. That's what we call him. He is going to try them. Bald, glasses, funny, short. That's basically a look out over him. I'm about the same height as him, and I'm like 5'6", 5'7". I should be 5'7", but my posture's so ass, I like shrink down. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed the stream on whatever platform, you can feel free to follow, you can feel free to lurk. Anything you guys would like. I stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is, for my non-Americans, New York City, America, and also the capital. Whatever their time zone is, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be online tomorrow, and I will be cooking, baking, or something along those lines. I love yapping with you guys, and I'm excited to see what we'll be able to do over the next few weeks, that's for sure. I'm excited to see what we'll be able to do. Alright, this is your local founding father, except better, James Madison, signing off, because low-key, I'm giving James Madison hair-wise today. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Y'all have a nice night, alright? I hope you all have a nice night, and you're able to get some good sleep. Also have a nice day, afternoon, morning. Adios, amigos, and